Hello again. Right.
Hello.
Yeah, I need to fix that. When I turn something on the USB hub with my sound card on it, my sound card just, I think it reorders itself, so it turns up as a different numbered sound card, so it just disappears. Yeah.
Sound cards are so fucking irritating.
So I should probably just give that one a direct line of sight. No, not line of sight.
So are we playing the mod? Oh, download mods. There's a button for it.
It's like the computer equivalent of like a spleen or something. It's fine most of the time, and then randomly it'll just fuck you.
Do you mean the appendix?
The appendix, that's the one I was looking for, not the spleen. Although that one can as well, I guess.
So how do I install mods in this game?
Just follow the instructions. So Jay, I think you're about to ask me, did I install that mod? The answer is no, because you didn't remind me.
No, I wasn't going to, and I didn't say I was going to remind you.
What key was it to
I've
change?
got enough memory problems of my own with yours.
What button changes how fast time moves?
7 and 8.
Right, there we go. Full speed. Shauka, I don't mean it's Mia. I don't mean to judge your alternative lifestyle, but why are you living in a trailer full of? Oh, she's gone. Oh God, she's hiding. There's someone in our corn. Not corn, was it? Cantaloupes.
Someone in our corn.
Not cantaloupes. What is it?
Barley.
No, it's not. No, it's not barley. It's
Canola.
Cannoli. That's it. Cannoli. So in theory, we now have enough money to go and buy another tractor.
Cannoli is a pasta, isn't
it? Cannelloni. Cannelloni is a pasta.
We wanted to
cannoli is a little pastry.
Do you remember how the other week I was complaining about the fact that some of these books on my uni website use Roman numerals? There's like Roman numeral of normal number. If you type a normal number in, it doesn't work. You have to type in numerals to find the page.
So, I think we are ready to purchase another tractor, and I believe that there is a whole truckload of seed to sell. That's been done, Esme. It's all been done. Well, I thought another tractor was the next purchase.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the normal tractor, was it? We was going to go up a tier, or to the top of the lowest tier, or to the bottom.
I believe, and correct if I'm wrong, is that another one of the same tractors we've got. Is that not the case? Also, Esme, what are you doing? It's Cloud. Patience. Follow me in a minute.
Should I accept the job?
Can do, yeah. Come on, crops, grow.
Now was really not a good time to strip my side panel down, was it?
No. That said, how much is another field? Because I think this field pretty much runs us full time, but not if we also get Robin's side. We'll actually be waiting on the field at that point.
I mean, do we want the same size?
Well, I assume.
How much money do we have? I wanted to make a little chicken farm.
So, do the animals, talk me through the animals. Does that involve not driving vehicles around very slowly?
No, it pretty much does, because you gotta feed them
plow them,
the hay or the straw, or
you need to produce enough hay or barley, wheat or barley for chickens, and then you need to collect it and get it to the chickens.
See, the thing about chickens,
do we have a contract for the grain elevator?
The thing about chickens, right? They're made of fucking chicken, and eggs come right out of their arse. Free fucking money! Right, just
how much is involved in selling the fucking eggs?
Someone hasn't watched Mitchell and Webb. How much is involved in selling the eggs? Hello, my good chap. I have 10,000 eggs from my chicken's arses. Would you like them? Yes, well, here. Thank you very much. Done.
It's another
done.
Oh, field 11 is what we have taken out right now.
So let me get this straight. We just basically buy up all of the fields off the other farmers going, yeah, we'll have that until we own the world.
Yes. That's how real life works.
Is it? Oh, okay.
So,
well, I own 0 fields and no houses, so...
I had to join your farm.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this game a 0 out of 10 because I just beat my horn and the crows didn't fly away. Fuck off, crows.
Was there no sound? Was there no like ripple effect?
No.
Pathetic.
I might
Knock the fence over.
I might need to invite you into my farm, Rob.
No, I can join it. When you join, you get invited. You have to basically choose settings or choose a farm.
Okay. So as soon as this is grown, we'll start with this one, and then we'll get some more money. Can someone sell off all my seed? I know phrasing.
I think we have borrow items that can move seeds.
No, we have a truck with a trailer of seed. We just someone needs to go and sell it.
It's me that's doing that.
What? No, this is the borrowed stuff for what Schalke's doing.
Yeah.
Oh right, okay.
The important thing is,
Don't need a shipment very fast.
the important thing
Where are
is,
you?
if Rob is doing it, you can't break it. You can't lose it because if you roll it, we lose the ship. What's teleport to previous and next vehicle on the keyboard?
Tab.
Tab. Yeah, there you go. You can go and sell that somewhere.
Oh, is it already prepped up?
Yep, I think so.
Cool. What's it? What am I containing?
Cannelloni. Canola.
First thing, you're gonna want to cover that up. I think that
Yeah, it's done that.
it's N.
And I've already covered it up. I just need to figure out where to get rid of it
yeah.
too.
If you check the prices, you can see
Yes, prices.
what's the highest paying for canola.
You know, I'd
Which
love.
one's canola. I hate how when you hover over the icons, it doesn't give you a little tooltip.
It's
so I
the
just
third one in from
the
the
one with
left.
little trees. Okay.
Wait, hold on. No, that's wrong. Hold on. It's hold on.
I'm not sure it really matters.
Canola is the fourth one in. So central grain
flowers.
elevator.
So
Take it to the central grain elevator.
yeah.
What was I going to ask? I'd like to play a game that's the same level of stress and hilarity as Heave Ho,
That's the wrong one, Schalke.
but is about driving big vehicles
That's
around.
Field 5.
Why don't you make one then?
Bitch, I
This
might.
is field 8.
Bitch, watch me.
Sorry, not. That's 8.
This is still wrong.
Do I need
But
to configure my wheel?
Keep having steering issues.
Okay, screw it. I'm just going to start the bit that's done.
So what you want is like the totally accurate battle simulator of driving games, essentially.
Yeah, I think that might actually be BeamNG.
I don't like that. I like the way it reacts when you crash it. I just can't do anything else with it.
There's no game. It's a toy. I know one of the. I know the guy does the audio, and he bemoans that they've got such an amazing engine. They don't do much with it. I really don't. Anyway, Rob, don't roll it. It's not SnowRunner. I can't winch and you lose all our stuff.
No, I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
planning to do that.
if you tip the trailer, everything comes out of it and we can't pick it up.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just said that.
I have been playing this single player, so I'm not completely green like the grass.
Oh, cruise control.
So, do I need to do something specific to turn on, or do I have to go out of the multiplayer game to turn on my wheel?
I'm not sure. Yes, I don't think you can configure anything in game for no reason at all. Next step, by the way, can we start ploughing this field, please? I am beginning to harvest it. It could do with ploughing and seeding.
Like your mama.
Yes, please plough and seed my mama.
We're all children of the earth, aren't we?
You might be, you filthy fuck. I'm children of the freshly showered. Just not that very right hand bit.
Just not your right hand.
No, there's a strip of growing. Looks like rapeseed.
Shall I bring this trailer back, or is it
Yes.
worth leaving it there?
No.
Can I ask, is anyone else's biceps hurting like crazy after struggling with that game last night?
Biceps? No.
Like,
What?
like my arms are...
Control me doing giant joysticks.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Like,
I was squeezing those triggers like...
What was that show called? All like inflatable stuff and custard and shit.
Anything from the 90s?
Yeah, it's a knockout. Yeah, like it's a knockout with giant joysticks. Playing that game, that'd be brilliant. I say brilliant, that might not quite be the right word.
I like how there's no fade between crop states. I was just driving past a green field and then it flickered and became yellow.
I know, it's piss poor, isn't it? A lot of this game is absolutely bare minimum.
But at the same time, you can actually use the real manufacturer's documentation to understand what vehicle you're driving.
Yeah, it's
a selection.
As Mia said, they spent an awful lot more time on the vehicles than on the environment, which is a bit of a shame because SnowRunner shows what happens when you.
Engine was more SnowRunner.
Yeah, well, SnowRunner spends a huge amount of time on both, and I think that helps. Although I have seen complaints in MudRunner, vehicles and things were unique. So American vehicles had American accessories, and a lot of vehicles had unique accessories. And in SnowRunner, which obviously has a ton more vehicles and tons more stuff, they've had to genericize it, and people have complained. Why is our money just go? Oh, are you just dropping it in the grate? Yay, 20 grand. Nice.
Right, I'm going to leave it there while I bug off and get my keyboard set up.
Okay, that's fine. Then bring it.
Yeah,
I'm at 22%, so you've got plenty of time.
I'm generating a lot of straw from this job. Can we nick it from the client?
Not at the moment.
You need a mod to do that.
So I'm sitting here, by the way. I'm not touching the steering wheel or the pedals. I'm on cruise control, just watching my vehicle drive in a straight line. This is utter bliss compared to last night. Can someone also check the stream is up? Because apparently we have 0 viewers, which I think we always...
I'm watching.
Yeah, YouTube's down.
YouTube's down. Oh, brilliant. Well,
Really?
Oh, no, hold on.
No, YouTube isn't down.
No, YouTube's up.
It says there's 2 watching for me.
ah, that's it. It'll
That's my
update.
Yeah,
voice
I'm
saying
one of
YouTube
those.
is down.
You're not unmuted though, Esmia.
No.
It doesn't count it unless.
Yeah, you have to put it at like 1%
That's
volume.
Twitch.
No, and
No,
YouTube.
no,
We checked the other
YouTube
day.
as well, I
We checked the other day,
God
yeah.
damn it.
Hey, it's had that. Yeah, it's all right. The view count's gone up. I was just curious. But yeah, if you're silenced, it doesn't count. You'd be nearly silenced.
I think if you leave the volume on in the client and then mute it via your volume mix, that might.
That's
count.
fine. Yes, it doesn't know. But if you put it to 1% volume, realistically, you can't hear it anyway. Amazing. So I've released a couple of games onto Steam recently, so I keep getting these begging letters. Hey, why not send me a key and a key for my friend and we'll review your game. So I got one, which was quite well done. And they just said, please send me a key for your game. And I replied back with, which game? And they've replied back with, what do you mean? Guess who's not getting a key?
Ow.
I get people going, I really, really, really like the look of your game. Please send me a key. What game? I don't know. This is a generic message. Esmea, why is there shit spraying at the front of that tractor? Asking for a friend.
I don't know.
But yeah, this is, I realise it's not how computer games should be, but I line up the combine harvester, and that's it. Sit back, feet up, hands behind my head, just watching it drive very slowly and perfectly along. No squeezing of controllers, no Jay screaming, ah! Bliss. Bliss.
What the fuck?
Yet.
Well, okay. Maybe I spoke too soon.
My pedals are not working on my steering wheel. Everything but the pedals.
Did you plug them in?
Yes.
And
I've
become
switched
loose since you
cable.
plug them in.
No, I've
Have you fiddled with the weird cable too much?
Yeah.
no.
Is there no first person mode on this, Adam?
There is, yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Unfortunately, it's much harder on first-person view, but does mute the sound, which is quite nice, or muffle
Yeah,
it.
it'd be very
I like
very
to
loud,
imagine
wouldn't it?
that in VR it would be a lot better.
Yes. Oh, in VR, this would be brilliant. You'd be glancing around, and yeah. Of all the games not support VR, like this game is a nothing. I'm at solid 60, 12% CPU, 45% GPU. I'm at absolute maximum settings. This game is just my GPU is just blitzing it. I could run this in VR. Can I? Can I fuck?
I'm going to get full.
Can I buy a
75%.
Can I buy a bigger tool for this harvester, or does it not work like that? Is it not that modular?
It doesn't work like that, unfortunately.
Okay, because that's our limiting factor on speed, is how big my tool is. If I had a bigger tool, I could do more with it.
I'm sure you could. Adam.
It's the length. The girth is fine, but I need more length.
So on the Logitech G920 or whatever it is, what is R2?
It's labelled R2, Rob.
There's nothing labelled R2.
What, did you get the Xbox or the PlayStation version?
Xbox.
Ugh, why?
Oh, because I made a mistake.
R2 is LB, I think. Oh, RB.
What?
Right bumper.
What's RB? There's
What?
RSB.
Right stick button. What's RSB?
Apparently it's change camera.
Yeah, so
No, it's right paddle.
RSB is right stick click. Right, it's right stick button. RB is R2. On a PlayStation, R3 and L3 are the stick clicks. Stick clicks.
Wait, you got the Xbox version?
Because he's an idiot. You're an idiot. I can't harvest.
What's wrong with the Xbox version?
It has
Will?
less buttons for reasons unknown.
So
it's not as good. It has less buttons. It's a G293 wheel. I can't remember what's the difference now. I can't do anything. It's raining. Yeah. Now, SB, no, I'm not messing around. It's got quite a lot less buttons because you don't get the dial. You don't get the spinny dial. You don't get the up and down. You don't get the dial in, and you don't get 2 extra buttons in the middle. There's quite a lot less buttons. Quite surprisingly, because those buttons are exclusively for Gran Turismo on the PlayStation.
Oh, for that one. Oh, okay. I see.
You don't get the shift lights either. Not that anything supports them. Literally nothing supports that. Like, I haven't done anything.
The difference between the Xbox and the PlayStation on the G923, the new one, is there's the fucking buttons in the bottom center versus the Xbox button. Ooh, everything else is the same. Except for, the X, Y, A, B versus the fucking shapes. But I like the Xbox one because in the dark I can see the colors.
Are they? Yeah. So on the net. Oh yes, you still get 2 more buttons on the PlayStation wheel, but other than that, they're pretty much identical. Pop a picture in there. So you get share and option.
Yeah, well, my Xbox button lights up.
Aww.
I have a little light above the Xbox button.
What annoys me is the Xbox button on the Xbox One pads is way too bright, and doesn't change colour. And that annoys me. So when you have 4 pads, it could light up with my colour, because part of your Xbox profile is your favourite colour. So it could light up your colour, and it doesn't do that. I don't know why. This is a really awesome piece of gameplay, by the way, where I had to sit here and wait for it to stop raining.
Theoretically, you could use logistics during this time, like off-put some activity during.
You could go feed the animals.
Well, if Rob hadn't fucked off with my trailer, I'd put my load into his trailer, but he's fucked off.
I'm right outside the field, just coming down the road.
Well, come here and stick your trailer under my pipe.
I'm debating with myself whether or not I like using the wheel for this. It seems incredibly undersensitive.
Make sure you've got so go back out to the main menu, turn off your dead zone. It starts with a 30% dead zone.
It felt like a dead zone.
Yeah, it's huge. It's like 45-degree dead zone.
Right.
I'll put my tool away. Then.
It's the default for every fucking controller in this game.
Yeah, which makes sense for an Xbox pad, doesn't it?
Ridiculous levels. It sets the dead zone to 14 out of 30.
Yes, it's for Axis 0. Was it X? It might be different, but yeah. Don't forget Rob's
for that wheel. It's going to be 1 or
13.
0. Just remember that it's going to be that. So your left and your right are going to be considered different axes.
Oh, really?
Yep. So you're going to have to set both 0 and 1, or 1 and 2, or whatever.
Well, I've only got 1, 11, 12, and 13, so that doesn't.
Well, 1
have an obvious pair.
Yeah, it might be different, but one, but one.
Interesting.
I'm just going to put them all down to 5. Maybe
I would put the first one down to 0,
yeah,
and
definitely.
the other one's down to 5.
Yeah, because I put them all to 0, and then I found the thing would just reverse when I wasn't touching the pedals because they're not that accurate.
I've probably got a clutch pedal, haven't I? Clutch access.
Yes. You're catching me up as me because it's raining and I have to sit here like a lemon.
Well, why don't you go and bring your truck back?
Well, it's because that doesn't really help. It doesn't save me any time.
You're complaining that I didn't bring the truck back.
Yeah, but it doesn't really save us any time now.
And don't complain.
I'm allowed to complain. That's how it works. This is the human condition.
Right.
So no exciting news out of the Apple versus Epic court case today, but it's been an amazing week for companies being forced.
Microsoft commented in favour of Epic.
Yeah, because the thing is, if Epic win, this means no more Nintendo, no more Sony, no more Microsoft, no more Apple. The entire market will collapse. They rely on that 30%. They rely on being able to ensure that if they make money, someone makes money on their store, they make money. This is really bad. I understand why Epic want to do it, but it's very short-sighted. And it means we'll end up with the Google ecosystem where it's very open and is completely full of viruses and hacks and store injectors and ad blockers. It's not viable. So I'm very angry at Epic for this because it's good for them, but it's not good for the gaming ecosystem as a whole.
A company doing something in their own self-interest?
Well,
God.
yes, I know. But what annoyed me was Microsoft made a big song and dance about the fact they weren't allowed to put Xstream on iOS because, they want you to play Xbox games on your Apple phone. Apple wouldn't let them, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right, fair enough. I understand why Microsoft is pissed about this. So I can run Stadia on my Xbox. No. I can run GeForce Now on my Xbox. No, you can't do that. Can I do PlayStation Now on my Xbox? No, you can't do any of these things. But we want to put our system on other people's ones.
Well, it checks out.
You're just going to take a square at Rob?
I got 7. You could have stopped.
I could have, but that's not efficient. You need to do a flyby docking. Docking. That's even worse than edging. Silent.
If somebody made a new computer and wanted to make it like a closed ecosystem, would that fly by the same standards?
Well, exactly. That's the problem. It means you have to then sell your closed computer at an enormous amount of money to offset that 30% you're losing. That's been Microsoft's point about this.
Really not good at this, jeez.
5 miles an hour, Rob. That's all I can do. But yeah, you need to get the back of the trailer. You need to overshoot. Okay, I need to swing around now. Try and get the back of the trailer in line rather than the front. But perhaps all right. We have lots of practice.
Yeah, I'm going to use the cruise control to pin myself at 6 miles an hour to catch up with you.
Yeah, that's good. Here we go. But yeah,
and I need
it's
to be really close as well.
it's fascinating seeing this. As I said, I've released games on Apple and Apple and Android, and I wouldn't release anything on an open source system if you paid me. It just wouldn't. It was so bad that whereas Apple was brilliant. Xbox, I mean, I'll just release a PC port of one of my old Xbox games. I had to put in a shit ton of code to support. I know people will hack, and it's trivial to do it. Whereas on the Xbox 360, you could technically hack shit, but it was so difficult, almost no one did. So I could effectively rely on it being about no one. But it would mean the whole concept of a garden-walled operating system goes away. It means that the hardware would have to sell for 2 to 3 times the price, and it means that companies can get away with charging whatever the fuck they like because the platform vendors no longer have a say. It's a really bad idea, except for Epic because they have used other people's platforms to promote themselves to number one. I guarantee if Epic were releasing a console, you would hear a very, very, very different story out of them. Can't Rob now boot it. See, if you had the PlayStation version of the wheel, Rob, you could use the dial as your cruise control. You need to be like you need to be way further ahead, miles further. Way further. Further. That's good. Now pull in a little bit. I'm at 98%. You're gonna okay, and slow down a little bit. I'm out. Yeah.
Where are you going?
I have to reverse it because I'm out. I'm full. So I've missed stuff. Need to come back. It's alright, practice makes perfect. So she says.
This is... It's really hard to see in third-person mode. In first-person mode.
Oh, don't do it in first person. You got no chance. You could do it in VR because you'd be looking... You could...
Oh, shit.
Okay.
These things have some momentum too.
I noticed you're dragging around a trailer, by the way, and one of the wheels isn't turning. Good job, lads. Attention to
Is that
detail.
my fault?
No, it's just poor synchronization.
I'm also on a wheeled chair, so pressing the brake hard doesn't.
You're in a
It's a
wheelchair.
really bad idea.
Are you not in a wheelchair, Brett?
I mean, my chair does have wheels on it, so technically yes.
Okay, Rob, let's carry on. You're gonna have to align me. So I got loads. You got loads of time to get it right. I'm at 44% right now.
The only reason why I'm not is my doctor is too fucking optimistic.
About.
She thinks that I'm going to miraculously recover or something.
Ah, sorry. I thought you were talking about steering wheels. I was really confused why your doctor was saying, "Oh, you shouldn't use a steering wheel."
Oh, that sounds like a very American healthcare response.
Well, you should use this because I'll get more commission.
No, it's you're fine unless you miraculously
Oh,
come.
no.
Which means you might have to call an ambulance at some point, and that costs you money. Smiley face.
No,
Rob, get in
my
position now.
doctors are they get paid the same no matter what the fuck they do. Unlike every other, see, I have a different healthcare than what most Americans get.
Hooray!
Most Americans, theirs is purely profit driven.
Rob, get into position now.
I'm gonna
Line up with... Basically, you want to line up more or less where I'm coming to now, so you're in position immediately.
Rob, assume this position so Adam can come.
It's in the position so I can put my pipe into your trailer.
I'm 80% full.
I assume Jay is with Schalke.
I have no idea.
Actually, where is Jay? I thought he was just being all concentrating.
There's an empty tractor nearby.
I've been hopping between the two vehicles.
It's okay, Esme, you can do that. You could do this about twice as quickly as I can, so you can go help Schalke. But yeah, Rob, there's zero chance of you doing this in first-person view.
92% full.
Keep going. Further forwards. That's good. Hold it. No, further forwards.
We must hit the optimal target. Can you get to me before I get full?
4 miles an hour.
I don't know.
Oh, I'm in kilometers.
97. 98. 99, and we are
Why?
load off.
Would you want me to go slower, Rob? I can go slower, but...
No.
Damn it, I've missed a bit. See? Perfect. So I'm pretty much empty now, Rob. Like, that's it. I am now empty. So you can go and help Schalke, or you can... I don't know, how full are you?
Me, 40%.
Okay.
That probably can't accept any more load, so...
Yeah, this thing's almost full anyway, so I'm gonna go take it to the delivery.
How deep are you into Invincible, everybody?
6. I had seen the 5th episode, but not the 6th.
I finished.
I haven't seen any of it.
Have you not? Oh, seriously. It's so good. Like, I missed it while it was airing. It aired one a week. I only found out about it when a few of my friends had mentioned it. Yeah, so it's been airing for 8 weeks. I only found out about it when they tweeted going... renew Invincible for another season, you cowards. Well, we could do better. We've renewed it for season 2 and 3. And someone replied with, what's your source on this? And they replied, us. Yes, I missed the initial run. So yeah, but I'm
pretty sure Amazon suggested it to me, and I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, but I said I watched the first episode, and it was all right. I was like, this is all right. This is quite good. And then the credit sequence came up, and I was like, oh, cool. After credits bit, and that was the bit that I was just like, holy moly, this is wow. It's like The Boys.
I was fucked up.
Until A-Train,
I loved it.
Until A-Train derped, it was just pretty standard and straightforward. And then suddenly you're like, what the you're subverting my expectations.
At that point, all of its kitschness got immediately forgiven, didn't it?
Yes. I said I think The Boys did an astounding job, and the bit with the whale was something else. And there's a brilliant interview at Comic-Con, I think, with the cast of The Boys, and it was the day they filmed the whale. They're like, can you tell us something about season 2? They're like, no, but I can tell you we've just finished filming episode 4 of season 2, and I can tell you we've just finished hosing down Huey, and they built that set. It wasn't CGI, and they said you should I said we can't tell you what happened, but yeah, that sequence was quite something. Incidentally, Huey is the son of Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan. And when you know that, you're like, oh my god, it really does look like a younger, more handsome Dennis Quaid, who has sadly stopped acting. Not Randy Quaid. Randy Quaid is someone else and a mental, and I'm afraid you should not follow him on Twitter.
You know, look up who Dennis Quaid is again.
He was the main guy in Inner Space. That's what I know him for. Right, but he's done lots of things.
Yes.
Oh, I recognise him from The Day After Tomorrow, actually.
You watched that?
Probably in passing on TV or something.
I remember when the Mayans said it was going to end in 2012 and it was all right. Was it the Mayans? I don't remember. There's a whole bunch of... Because there's a couple of 2012 films.
It was going to end. They just had a calendar which wrapped on that date.
So, there's a couple of films called 2012, by the way. Some are a lot better than the others. I watched the wrong one. And I was like, this is... And it was weird because it gets about halfway through and it gets, like...
Quaid.
Very...
Who's Douglas Quaid?
Randy Quaid.
No, Douglas Quaid.
Douglas Quaid. He was the little mutant guy in Total Recall, wasn't he? Quaid.
He was Arnie, wasn't he?
What?
He's Arnie.
What? Douglas
Arnie
Quaid is...
Douglas Quaid.
Yes, he was. That's what I meant. He's in Total Recall. Quaid.
What the hell? Oh my god.
What?
Wait, Jack White was in the Hunger Games?
Yes. All of those things you said make sense.
The Jack White's Huey's actor. He was in the Hunger Games, apparently. I didn't know.
Oh, really? Did he play Katniss?
No.
Oh, that's a stunt jump, Esmir. I'll bring that
Do
up
we
the
have a
stream.
plow by any chance?
Yes, Esmir's got it. On her tractor.
Yes, that is
That's
definitely
not
a stunt jump.
That's not a stunt jump. Yeah, Rob, it should be set up.
Are you sure? It goes right down that pier. It's angled perfectly.
Yeah, Rob, you can just continue to plough this quite happily.
But yeah, there's him on the right in
What,
the Hunger
eh?
Games and him on the left in the boy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what? You mean this thing? This thing is a plow and a seeder?
It
No.
is a plough. Yes, it is.
Yes,
Plow
it
and.
is.
Oh, okay.
So feel free to do the other bits I haven't done yet. Oh, that Esme hasn't done yet.
We sowing canola.
We were. I don't know if we
That's
still
correct.
should be. There was demand for it, but that was several days ago. And you know how high margin and rapid changing the farming industry is.
I think it's still good. Let me check.
I am
Yeah, it's still
73%
good.
full.
I don't know what happened to Jay. So which one was that in the Hunger Games? Was that the guy who could make himself look like Rock?
I don't think people in the Hunger Games had superpowers.
No, someone could paint themselves to look like Rock, and he learned from painting cakes or some stupid thing.
Oh.
And it happened once, and it's like, what? What? Did you paint yourself and then just stay there? Could you not? That was just. I'm sure it sounded good in the book, but didn't translate very well to the big screen.
Oh God, there's
no,
a bloody
no.
great hole in this field.
No, that
Hole?
was one of the main guys, the Peter guy who did that.
Yeah.
He is.
And they're arguing he did that to himself
Yes.
without a mirror.
I don't know, some weird sci-fi camouflage paint or some shit, apparently.
I swear he said it's come through. He was decorating cakes, but that might actually just be me.
Yes, that's
remember.
correct.
It is
No,
okay.
yeah, no, it's a picture of him like painting it on with like a brush. Hold on.
So that was him. He was the cake guy.
No, that wasn't Jack. That's a different person.
Is it? They look very similar.
I am 90%
No,
full.
very different chin shape.
Very, very different person.
Oh, okay.
God, I'm not
Esme,
every
are you ready to offload Schalke?
I just now finished offloading the stuff to the drop-off. I'm on my way back now, though.
God, Adam, not every blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy is the same.
Sorry, I'm being a little bit racist there. You're so right, Mr. Hitler.
Yeah.
So we do have another option, by the way. So we could buy a logging machine or a chainsaw and just start. Apparently,
Chainsaw is 1,000, and it's, oh my god, it's good money, really fucking good money.
Well, after this, we'll finish our harvest, plow, sell plan. Instead, I'm going to get bruises off the knob on this because I keep spinning the steering wheel to full lock and then letting go, and then grabbing it as it comes round.
I hate to even mention this, but there is one tactic where you can flip plots. So if a plot is ready to be harvested, you can buy the land, harvest it, sell it, and then sell the land again for the same price you bought it for.
In the Hunger Games 2012, Peter disguises himself as a rock and no one notices him. He was taught this trick by his cousin, a famous wrestler called Dwayne.
Nice.
Okay, my harvester stopped working and I don't know why.
Because it's full.
No, it's not full. 62%. Oh, it's working again now. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, but see what I mean? Like, the first row of crops is already done. I'll slow time down a bit.
Yeah, if we want to introduce more people, so we can just turn time down.
Well, right now, I mean, we could just farm this field forever. Like, by the time that we've finished, the beginning of the field is already ready to farm. Like, just upgrading our equipment will net us more and more money. There are more varietous things we could do, but making this go faster will probably net us more cash.
Actually, Adam. So for my course right now, they're looking at like augmented reality stuff. Have you ever used like a HoloLens or anything like that?
What's the other one? Leap Motion.
Magic Leap.
Magic Leap.
Oh,
That's
Leap Motion.
it's the same thing. Yeah, I've used that one. I haven't used a HoloLens. I applied, but then they're like, yes, excellent. They're $15,000, and I was like, no. Whereas with the consoles, they're like, as I said, I got a letter. I applied to become a developer. They're like, cool, yeah, that's great. How many dev kits do you want? And I said, well, how many can I have? They said, you can have 2 for free. I'm like, I will have 2 dev kits then, please. Thank you so much.
Wait, which console was this?
Xbox One. Well, I've got a stack of Xbox Ones. And one of my goals after Eden is to port Nomancer to console. And see how much work there is. It should be alright, because it was kind of designed for console port. It's just performance is a question. Because the Xbox One, the base Xbox One, is an old machine. And it's a good machine, great machine for the time, but that was a while ago.
Any update on your hunt for a new Xbox?
Not today, certainly.
One day.
I'm back.
There you are, Jay. Hello.
Trying to find RJ65 plugs.
Oh, you did actually break it, do you think?
No, I've looked into the cable. When they've crimped the cable, they haven't crimped the insulation of the cable into the plug, so it's just like the 4 bare wires flapping about like a fanny in a fart.
Like a fanny in a fart?
Yeah.
Not sure that's a real saying. Possibly it's offensive, I'm not sure.
And I put the ultimate fake dog picture for you.
Aww.
He went to the vet today, and
you,
they took that picture.
You lazy fuck, you just blurred in the background. That's the laziest thing.
The only thing is an RJ65 connector doesn't exist on
I'll be right
any
back.
of my electrical sources, like or anything.
What's an RJ65 when it's at home anyway?
Like the handset telephone pad. Like in between the receiver and the keypad on phones. Little tiny RJ11.
Honestly, I can't say I do. But okay. So it's a mini one.
Yeah.
I mean, Google doesn't know what RJ65 is.
That's what Logitech are calling it.
Weird. And what's that? Your
the farm sim wheel.
pedals.
Yeah.
Weird.
Rob, I forgot to mention my new printer is unbelievable. So I've got a regular print that I've been doing that normally took 6.5 hours on my old printer. I did it in 2.5 hours on this one.
Wow. How much was this printer?
$440, I think. But that was airmailed. I think it'd be $380, something like that. It's basically the big brother of the big brother of the one you've got.
Yeah. How big is it then?
It's the same size as my big one. Hold on, I actually have the manual right here. Hang on, it says. But yeah, it goes like shit off a stick, and it is so quiet.
I saw the video. It's ridiculously fast.
Bed size is 260 by 260 by 330.
How does it not go shit? Because if I run mine at 50% speed, it goes to shit.
50% speed? What, 50 millimeters? What's that?
No, I don't know, just 50% of the maximum speed.
Well, that's not...
I always have to run it slowly to get better quality out of it.
Now I'm beginning to question how you've got Cura set up. What's 50% speed?
I don't know.
I don't know.
50% of whatever its maximum speed is.
Yeah, but... No. Well, that's not how you configure Cura. What on earth are you doing? So I'm pressing at 150 millimeters per second, which is fast. It will do 300 odd, but that is, the quality's a little more shonky if I do that.
Right.
I'm just gonna wait for you to finish that, Rob, and then we're going on a shopping trip.
You want me to finish the whole thing?
Yeah, I need two more strips. But yeah, I've been very pleased with it so far. The answer, how does it go so fast? So the belts are double the width of the belts on the old printer. They're really big, chunky belts. The connecting arms are carbon fibre, and they must weigh like, I don't know, half a gram each. They feel like air. The hot end itself is all extruded aluminium. It's super duper lightweight. And instead of being rods, like chrome covered rods, it's linear rails. So essentially, it's got all the stuff that was super high end like 5 years ago, and they put it into an entry level price printer. So I'm really very impressed with it overall. But that means I've now got 3 deltas, and you really need one. So if I were to run both of the old printers flat out, the new one would still win. There's no advantage to me having multiple printers. This one is so much faster. So now I have...
Unless you want to print even more at the same time.
Well, yeah. But right now...
What is a Beltalorda?
But I've got 4 printers. And I don't know what to do with 3 of them. So one of them is in my garage at the minute, my old A8.
So apparently Logitech are full of shit. It's not RJ65, it's an RJ10 cable. It fits in my RJ10 tester.
Has it got all the right cable wires pinned out?
Yep.
Brett? Oh, sorry, go on.
Hello.
No, sorry, Jay finished first, then I need to talk about Brett's dog
No.
in a moment. So, Brett...
No, I'm done.
You said you took your dog to the vet.
No, sorry, to the groomer.
Right, that makes a bit more sense. I'm like, you've taken it to the vet. What we've done is we've photoshopped in front of the background, put a bow tie on him, and blow dried him. Have you taken his appendix out? No.
I mean, I'm just like dropped them off. We didn't like pay them to take a photo or anything. They put the bow tie on and just took a picture and sent it.
Ah, Monsieur, with this bow tie, your dog looks really fake.
It looks fake anyway.
Apparently you've just invited me to a game of Hee-Ho, Adam.
No, I think that's a message from yesterday.
It's only just come through.
Do you think we'll see like actual successful AR glasses in our lifetime that doesn't flop like the Google one?
Yeah, we will. The problem is the Google ones flopped for social reasons. People are like, oh, you'll be recording stuff all the time, and basically, people were complaining about Google Glass in a way that makes me think they haven't actually heard of mobile phones. But you're recording everything I do. Like, I could do that on my phone already if I really want to.
Yeah, it's like the 5G injection thing. Everyone's like, oh no, they're gonna track me. It's not hard, but they're already doing that.
Yeah, and there's like, people saying, oh, 5G will track us. It's like, you signed in onto your phone using your fingerprint to tweet about it using an app that knows exactly where you are. What is it you are worried about the government doing? I said, I've no idea where this 5G thing has come from, because there wasn't a hoo-ha about 4G or 3G. People are like, oh, cool, 3G, slightly faster internet.
They've just gone insane for some reason.
I have a feeling someone started it off as a joke, and then there's some numpty out there taking it seriously.
4chan.
So it's like Flat Earth then.
No, it was the white supremacist OK symbol, where they lied about it as a joke to see if they get the mainstream media to pick it up. The mainstream media did pick it up, and then white supremacists adopted it, like in sort of reverse It's like reverse journalism, where you make something up and it becomes true. So what was it? It was there was a Wikipedia article on a footballer, and basically someone edited the page to say something like, he always eats 6 spare ribs before each match as a good luck charm. And then what happened is a newspaper ran an article based on what's in the Wikipedia page, but it was a quote-unquote reputable source. So then the Wikipedia article got called out for not having sourced this thing. So then he could quote the article that quoted the Wikipedia page.
That's an XKCD comic.
Everything's an XKCD comic.
I just wonder whether the XKCD comic predates the instance Adam's talking about, or the article.
There's always some interesting stuff to do with like propagating like fake shit.
Is it the problem with Wikipedia? No.
Citation needed.
It has some name, the phenomenon.
Phenomena.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't just me.
Enough time.
Wait, hold on. There's a list of articles on Wikipedia that are made up. Like someone made up a footballer called Martin Coleman for years and just wrote all stuff about him, even though he completely doesn't exist. Amazing.
Nice. Have you looked up Uncyclopedia?
I've seen it linked.
Please tell me there's a Recyclopedia.
No. So Uncyclopedia is literally just a copy of Wikipedia, except everything on it's deliberately wrong.
Is it where citations come from? Yes, cytogenesis. Yeah, I think that's right. So that's happened. I've also done... I can't do original research on my Wikipedia page. But what I can do, I am technically the original source. So I had to tweet saying... Fortress Craft is coming to on live. There's your fucking citation, and that's on the Wikipedia page as the citation, because I can cite it from Wikipedia and it becomes true fact. Sorry, on Twitter it becomes true fact, but I can't write it Wikipedia because that's not true fact. Okay, Rob, hop in.
So I'm looking at Encyclopedia to see what's on there now, so I've not looked at this in years. From today's featured article, open source, not to be confused with free software, is a school of discipline that focuses on developing programs without taking into consideration the perspective of an average user.
There are plants coming through my legs.
Is someone driving along the road with a double tractor?
Oh my god.
Yep, that's me.
Yeehaw!
A double tractor.
So I had look. This game supports trailers. 31 trailers behind a tractor.
Oh look, I can stand on the back of the
Hey, how are
truck.
you doing that?
Press N to cycle through passenger seats.
Ah.
Oh, some of these links are great. I just hit random on an encyclopedia and I came across this.
Hold on, we're gonna.
Oh my god.
What? It's great.
I'm gonna get back inside and put my seatbelt on.
So, this harvester that's here, is it supposed to be doing something with our field?
No, it's done. The field's done. The next thing the field needs doing is, well, harvesting
We've got
soon.
field 15, haven't we? We own field 15.
Yeah, the harvester's done. I was waiting for Rob to finish ploughing and seeding it. But our next task is going to spend some of that sweet, sweet money on a chainsaw.
Nice. There is, however, a great big bunch of this field that is grown.
Yes, because that's. And what?
It grew while we were sowing and harvesting the previous lot.
Okay, open the shop menu.
Gotcha.
Right. So that's under spades. Oh, why is it under landscaping? Objects.
No.
What?
Miscellaneous. Trailers all the way to the end, and then miscellaneous.
What?
No, chainsaws. They've moved it.
Brands, vehicles, tools, objects, placeables, tools.
Tools.
Okay.
Miscellaneous. Oh, not miscellaneous. That has a...
Tools, and then chainsaws.
These are all exactly the same.
Use the what? What do
I'm
you
sorry.
know exactly.
Why is there no Ryobi one? God's sake. Fine, I'm going to get a John Surid. Brilliant. Amazing. So I'm playing it on a fucking steering wheel. Scroll the wheel mouse or press 1 or 2 on the keyboard to switch chainsaws. Fuck you, game.
Yeah.
Anybody object if I buy myself a chainsaw as
No,
well?
yeah, grab a chainsaw.
Chainsaws are great
We only
fun.
needed to buy the one, by the way.
No, we don't. Oh!
We can all use it.
So
I do not have permission to buy or lease vehicles or tools, you
So
bastard.
I'm still just taking random on this website. I just came across tech support. Tech support was invented by Satan nearly 20 years ago. It was a place to store lost souls while the 7 spheres of hell were being refurbished. Since then, it's been driving people up the wall and causing heart attacks, strokes, aneurysm, and STDs.
Rob.
Tech support has proved such a great success that it's become a staple method of modern torture, utilised by petty depots around the world.
Who the fuck wrote that?
Rob, grab a chainsaw. Brett,
I can't
it's
buy
not.
a chainsaw.
Yes, you can. It's not pronounced
No, I can't.
depot. Yes, you
Everybody's
can.
got
You don't need
chainsaw.
to. I can use the same one that you just bought while you're using it.
Can
If
you?
you buy another,
Chainsaw.
then we end up having to scroll through that one as well.
This is too good.
Oh my god.
Have you got your chainsaw, Rob? Okay, cool. So, what trees can we cut down? Rob, get
Ones
in.
that are on your land.
What about the ones just on no man's land?
Nope.
How do I buy land with trees on it?
By buying land with trees on it.
There's no.
That's not really a very helpful answer. You realise that, right?
No, there are plots of land that have trees on it. For example, at the very bottom right, wrapping around the edge by field 26, there's a hillside for sale for 197,000.
What?
So
Hold on.
So
X.
the proper starting area when you play that you
yeah,
get
got
issued
it.
is field 24, 25, 26, that whole area.
Holy
that
shit, these are-
362,000 area.
can't afford that.
No, I not even place. There's 152,000.
Well, my Mac disappeared. You kicked me.
300.
JavaScript
And
is
by
a
the
type
jam
of
for 100.
ineffectual computer virus. First created in 1995 by the well-known script kiddie Brendan Knight, the trolling organisation Mozilla.
Is it worth? Is the
Between 23 and 25, there's 152,000.
Yeah, I was looking at the one. I was looking at the one around 21, which is 147,000.
The
That's
one,
including 21, so that's not.
Is it?
That's pretty good because we get a field and a woodland.
Do we have? Do we have that? All cuts. We can't afford that yet. We need, pardon me, a little
We
bit
don't-
more money.
sorry, what one is that?
Yeah, we can borrow 50 grand and 5 grand.
We can borrow up to $500,000, but mind you that every midnight there's a interest penalty.
How
Yeah, how
much
much
money?
is
So
have
they
we
will
got?
take like 5% of
I'm
what
full.
we owe.
Okay, Brett, that's amazing. Thank you for not reading it out.
And there's links in it.
Well, when Schalke when you deliver Schalke's load, that should give us enough to buy 21, which will give us a gives us a place where we can plough and field, and B gives us something that Rob and I can go mad with our chainsaws.
So, and from what I can tell, it's actually saying something somehow.
That's
But,
not that's not how Pikachu works.
No, but like I think someone's actually like translated it like letters into Pikas in some way, and like each of those blue bits are links. Like I just clicked one, it's just taking me to Jewish history.
Hey, JP Zero Gamer. Max, when you say fix, if you edited all of Unicyclopedia back to be real.
No, my images aren't loading.
Oh, okay.
So the
Yeah.
DNS was now pointing at Google
Ah.
rather than some random.
Morbits was having that too.
Yeah, the point is I could open the visual. I could click on it, go open the visual, and it'll work. So I don't know. Change the DNS server. To Google.
So how close are we to having some more money appearing in my bank account?
I will reissue my question
It's
from
about
earlier.
LockDown.
Shall I start harvesting field 15?
Oh, yeah. The only reason I didn't was because it wasn't fully grown. Like Rob and I finished it, then we went joyriding off, scared the shit out of some poor woman in a tractor, and now we are waiting to buy a field next to a restaurant. Can we buy the restaurant? That'd be quite handy.
What?
Nothing.
By the restaurant, unfortunately, the restaurant is just a big building with some, benches outside.
How quickly do the trees regrow once we chop them down?
Come on, side. Take us to field 21.
Wait,
Depends on how, when you
Wait.
more trees.
Oh, side's not.
Oh wait,
not
no,
on-
there
No.
is something about trees
So,
regrowing. Now.
this is a very bad idea, alright? Right, it's fine, I've got the hazards on. Now it's safe.
Let me look that up.
Why on earth are these patching things are awesome? Like, Rob is even vaguely grabbing onto the sign. The handle.
It's amazing.
Those are
It's such a gimmicky little thing.
But why is it not
But-
part of the game? I am quite impressed with the mods in this. Like, that's quite a big thing to just tweak in. It's very surprising they haven't just made it stock. Yeah, it's a handle.
There's
You
a little
actually-
handle. I'm
yeah.
holding onto the handle. I've got astounding posture, though, to be standing at this kind of angle.
Yeah, yeah. Traffic coming our way. I've got my indicators on, that might not be enough.
Why don't you just turn the traffic off rather than moan about it?
Rather than having fun. with the
I wasn't really
traffic.
moaning, I was screaming in abject terror as Sai crashed. So maybe
I just drove us straight into an oncoming vehicle.
he picked me up and carried me into an oncoming vehicle. Anyway,
Are we getting anywhere near the stuff to destroy yet?
the what?
I'll take that as a no.
Are we getting anywhere near enough the stuff to destroy?
No.
Yes.
Are we getting anywhere near
Yes.
enough money to
Right.
buy the stuff
No.
to do straw?
I don't know. The next job is to buy Field 21 and to start chopping down trees, which apparently is very lucrative.
And then we can do straw in field 21 if you want.
Yes, whatever straw is. What straw? So you
There's a
lift.
lighthouse in the
I'd
top
like
left.
to,
I'm
I'd
gonna
like to
go
say
there.
I appreciate you in my life, Si. You lift me up.
Is there a co-op?
Lift you up as well.
No, he picked me up in a forklift truck, which actually works surprisingly well.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you
surprising
guys would notice. I was hoping you'd like try to pull off and be like, "Oh, the car's not going."
So I've got a question.
I have a question.
I have a quite an
Is
important.
it about British accents?
No, it's about the crops in field 15.
All right.
Conspiracy theories.
No, what silly bastard decided to change the crops halfway through proceeding?
I think I
We've
know.
literally got one row of canola and the rest is unharvestable.
What's that?
What do you mean
Unharvestable. You mean you have to empty the harvester first? Think you think?
Yeah, I've
you
got
think
no idea. We've got like four different types of crop in this field.
That'll be Rob's fault.
I didn't know what crop it was. I just used the crop that was already selected.
No, someone's hit the change crop button
Yes,
as
Rob.
they've been driving. Like there's
Rob.
patches.
It's Rob. Why are we having? It was definitely Rob. Rob was the one driving.
No, it's definitely not me because it's bits that grew before I started doing it.
So, Han, if I look on the map,
Jay, don't chase me down.
so
Oh,
are you sure, Jay? Because on my screen, it's all the same color. It's all canola coloured.
Are you sure?
Are you sure it's not just partially grown?
It's largely brown.
Harvestable.
But there's a bit with rapeseed with yellow flowers.
Yeah, it's partially grown.
Is that partially grown canola? Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Hang on.
It's-
So in
I'm looking on the map. The field is in 3 states: harvested, ready to harvest, and growing. On the fruit types,
I can
on the
check it,
fruit
because
types,
the
on the
entire field
fruit
is-
types
No,
display, it is purely canola. I'm pretty sure, Jay, you're
the
getting
fuck?
the growth mixed up with the type.
no, I've been playing this game long enough to know the types of crops.
No, I'm looking on the fruit types map, and according
that's
to
what I'm
the color
saying.
coding on the fruit types map, field 15 is entirely canola. However, in growth, it is partly harvested, partly the bloody Discord thing's in the way. Partly harvested, partly ready to harvest, and partly growing.
The fuck?
I'm still just browsing random pages, and if you click any link that talks about evolution as in the theory, it takes you to the page about Pokemon.
Brilliant.
Also, we need to plough
What
that field.
What is
Plough and fertilise
evolutionism?
it.
What is what? Sorry.
Evolutionism.
It's evolutionism is the belief in evolution. In the same way, vehiculism is the belief in vehicles. And ableism is different.
Scientism is like a worldview which is different from believing that science is accurate.
I think more the joke is it links you to the Pokemon evolutions. I think that's the joke there.
In that case, I'm a noodleist.
I have a question.
We keep using that phrase.
Wreckfest is patching itself a second time.
Ooh.
9.5 gigabytes.
Did they
9.35 gigabytes.
Did they
Probably trying to catch up
They,
with the
they
PlayStation
keep doing
version.
that.
did they screw it up the first time?
I don't know.
Wait.
It was working when I played it the other day after patching.
Holy shit! Small Land's got a patch. Are they actually releasing it? We were looking into buying up Small Land and then releasing it for them, but then I looked at their code and went, "I'm not paying any money for that." If there's an update for Wreckfest, I'm 90% sure it's because they've derped rather than anything exciting, I'm afraid.
Adam, on the Pokemon page, if you scroll down on it, it lists all the Pokemon like game names, and instead of like changing the description of the game, it just changes the color of the font. So it's Pokemon Red, and it's just the description. Oh god.
Yeah, so essentially it's a minor patch, but I don't know why it's 8 gigabytes. It just does very
Mine is
boring.
9.3.
Minor.
Yeah, bumper car brackets TL no longer appears in the garage.
And that takes up 8 gig.
No, they've obviously got a very poor patching system. Normally, Valve stuff deals with this. Anyway, I'll re-ask my question: is like, how close are we to making another 15,000?
By the looks of it, 2 more deliveries.
Oh man.
Right.
But it's hard to tell because Schalke stopped going up and down. He started doing weird shapes.
Can someone else get in this fucking harvester and try and harvest this crop? Because I'm literally driving down the field
Yeah.
with it on,
Yeah.
and it.
Yeah, get out. Right. Let's see.
Oh, the philosophy. This should be good. Philosophy is a disorder that causes people to ponder pondering rather than go out and get a job.
Yeah, it's working well for me, Jay. I suggest to you it's a bug at your end. I am harvesting canola just fine.
Problem the pedals aren't working.
No, but if you want to come and drag your truck under me,
I'm going to wait for you to turn around.
Did you have the harvester lowered?
Yep. Oh yeah, I harvested 2 rows of the field, and then it just stopped harvesting.
Adam, here you go. Over the years, philosophy has generally avoided adopting either a purpose or a method. Therefore, it's immune to criticism. You can never point out that it failed to reach a goal or that its approach is flawed. If you are unwise enough to try to criticize it anyway, your statements will simply become another branch of philosophy. Oh dear.
go for it, Rob. Match speed.
You mean there's no formation driving bit?
There is, but you have to do it by hand. Rather than just belting it flat out till one of us falls off their motorbike.
That's what this game needs, a hand cart.
I found out it's got a hand weeding mod.
Well, that's a good one. Why is the phrase going to hell in a handcart?
Why not?
That's not a reason to. Why is it not going to hell in a hedgehog then?
Because a hedgehog is not a vehicle. I think that would be the main reason for that.
And also hand cart.
Yeah, because it's alliteration. Sounds cool.
But
Hell
why
in a
not?
hand.
But why not hell in a hedgehog? Hedgehog.
Because that's
In the
not a
US,
vehicle.
we
I think we
use
covered
on
this in
hand
the first
basket.
response.
Oh, hold on. Vehicles beginning with why not hell in a hovercraft?
Didn't exist at the time when
Uh,
the phrase came about. Next question.
what's a handcart?
It's one of those things in cartoons that takes 2 people to go up along a track.
I love those things.
Seesawing the thing on a...
Adam, if on Encyclopedia you search up religion or God, it says you search for God. No search results for that term. God does not exist. Why? Why is this done?
So people like you sit there and giggle?
I'm sure we discussed handcarts before because I really want to go on one.
If you like, I can just put you on a skateboard, which sounds about as safe.
Well, you get to hang on to something in a handcart.
Oh, okay, yeah, that'll make it safe. You're right. What was I thinking?
And it's on tracks. That helps.
So, is that bit of stuff to your right that you've just driven past harvestable for you or not?
I don't know. I haven't tried because it doesn't line up.
I mean, I'll grant you, on your average skateboard, you're not in the path of a train.
Wait, hold on. Two things. First of all, Rob, can you go and sell that? Secondly, I've just worked out what a handcart is. You mean the trains that you move by wiggling the arm up and down?
That's what I take it to mean, yeah.
Right, I assumed a handcart was a small thing about 2 feet across, usually red, plastic, and it was a cart with wheels and a handle, like a 4-wheeled shopping trolley that goes on the
So
ground.
you
Charles
think
toy.
Yeah.
the ancient phrase "hell in a handcart" comes from a plastic trolley?
Well, probably not plastic. I assume they started off with it being, made of stone and then plastic later on.
You sure it's not just a little cart that you pull with your hands instead of attaching to a horse?
Yes,
Probably a trolley or a
Yeah.
gurney.
yeah. I don't know if
All of this makes a lot more sense than the U.S. version of the phrase, which is "hell in a handbasket," which is referring more to a wicker fucking handbasket.
you wouldn't even fit. That's ridiculous.
Apart from
that's
that,
the only one I
again,
can
not being a
remember.
vehicle.
Right, so if I search handcart, I literally just get yeah. So if you search handcart, it's the first hit is what I'm thinking of. Only that's not a child's version, but it appears that handcarts are any cart pulled by hand. So gurneys, shopping trolleys,
Okay.
but like
Yeah, so-
hand trucks as well.
So what's the proper name for the thing I was thinking of then that goes on tracks and you manually?
I've never known. In fact,
It's a pump track or something like that.
I was very pleased that I had just learned what the term was, and now you've
And car,
And car? Is that right?
or a pump
Maybe that's-
That
trolley,
sounds right.
or a pump cart, or a jigger, or a Kalamazoo, or a velocipede, or a dray sign.
Pump trolley.
A velocipede.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
car.
Google image of a hand car looks like the thing I was talking
I'm,
about.
I'm looking at
So-
the pictures and they give
Yeah.
there's lots of different names for them, but pump trolley seems to be fairly
Yeah.
common.
So I've always wanted to have a go on one because I've seen cartoons. There are places in the world where there are disused railways with hand cars on them, and like one of them, I want to say Alaska. It's somewhere off in the wilderness, and it's where you get bears and wolves and moose and things.
All 97%.
And you're like, you don't really want to risk. Imagine the ride in Jurassic Park, only you have to crank it along by hand, and there are no fences.
Yeah, and you've seen how fast you have to pump up and down when Wile E. Coyote's chasing you as well.
Absolutely. I've just stopped harvesting, Jay.
Are you sure it's not a hand
I
buggy?
can see that. I'm sitting on the other corner of the field. So
I-
is that no longer harvestable?
No,
now,
I just
or-
turned the engine. I turned it off and on, and then it was good. Oh, I think we have enough money.
I don't know why they didn't make it into a bike, or at least you sit down it and ride it like drive it like a.
A dress
bicycle.
sign,
So
a dray sign is, or a rail bike, is a Scandinavian bicycle on a railway thing.
so in that case, you could go one way. No, that's rubbish. It's still 4 wheels. What Max means is one where you can go one way on you go one way on one rail and back on the other rail.
What was the velocipede thing that Martin set the record on? Was that pump truck one?
A velocipede? That's a fucking bicycle.
That's the
you said
French for
so.
bicycle.
Hang on. Let's see if I
They-
can find it.
There you go, Max, like that.
So most people's
wow.
idea of a hand cart is
That's a
like
dray
it looks
sign.
like a wheelbarrow, but the axle's in the middle, not at the end.
Yes. But now my question is it going to hell in a hand car or going to hell in a hand cart?
It's
It's
cart.
a hand
right there,
cart.
isn't it?
Hand cart.
According to Wikipedia.
So what I linked then, or any other wheeled vehicle you pull by hand. But to me,
Some kind of cart
so
people by hand,
I
right?
believe the phrase "going to hell on a handcart" means everything's going wrong quite quickly and it's going wrong badly. But handcarts, by definition, are incredibly slow. So does that mean it's all going wrong slowly?
I would imagine it's about the hardship rather than speed.
But could you not just not go there?
I think the hand cart's going around with somebody ringing a bell yelling, "Bring out your dead."
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's a hand. Oh, because
It
ah.
says if something is going to hell in a handcart, it is getting worse and worse with no hope of stopping in the decline. Category religion.
Yeah, I understand, but I think Asbia actually just cracked it. It is. It's a handcart is the thing that they were doing to bring out your dead in the Monty Python film. You're 100% correct. That's a handcart, and you would go to hell in a handcart because obviously you're dead, and that's where they stick your corpse, and you're being dragged off to be
First you're dead. and then
cremated
you go
or whatever.
I'm not dead yet.
Isn't
Well,
hell
they
where
just-
Isn't
down.
hell-
Shove them in a ditch and cover them with lime.
Cecil gives hell of an investigations.
I'm glad
It's-
that this field next door isn't ours, otherwise we're completely trashing its crop.
Well, if it was ours, we'd just be mowing it or whatever the phrase is. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop now because this hasn't done. I think we might have enough money to buy our thing.
I think I need to go and sell this
No.
this load.
We need $1,000.
Yeah, so I'm going to go and sell this load.
Are you satisfied why it's not a hedgehog now
No.
or a hovercraft?
Jesus, slower, Rob. Oh, contract 11 finished. Oh, if we can hand that in, then we.
If we continue harvesting, all the rest is profit, which is worth a lot more than the contract itself.
Why can't I change vehicles?
Because there aren't any available. Wow, you've made a mess of harvesting that field.
No, I haven't. It's fine. I have to
Not you,
wait.
field 11.
Full speed ramming.
Ah, barshy blows.
Oops, I've just attached my.
I just drove through whatever the fuck you're spraying at the back. Not chicken shit, is it?
Happiness.
Dust.
Chemtrails.
Here's the
I
thing.
knew it.
Watching telly earlier this evening, and Vic Stein was trying the was it stewed shark fin, where it is. Stewed shark.
I hope not stewed shark bait. That would be really grim.
But it was the delicacy in Norway for stewed shark.
Oh,
They said it stinks so bad it comes in a Kilner jar.
is that
And you have to have-
Sternov
Sturstrumming.
Saw strumming.
Yeah.
Something like that.
You have-
I'll defer to.
Yeah, you have to eat it underwater because it smells so bad or something.
You basically have to
No,
have
you
swig of-
open it underwater.
That's-
you have a swig of
Vegetation, though.
vodka.
Adam, buy
The-
that
the-
field.
I
The
don't-
point I'm making is the fact that my brain made up a smell as I was watching it on the television. I'm like, what? My brain just made up a smell for that.
What?
Jay?
Okay.
As he opened the jar, I smelled it.
Have you
That
got
is
a dog?
impossible.
No, that means you dealt it. That's what happened there. What?
Terrible.
What's the?
Passenger.
I think it's as impossible as seeing flavors.
Excuse me.
Oh, that's synesthesia. That's not impossible.
Can you
Where
take?
would you
Yeah,
like
but it's a form of synesthesia.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't. That doesn't happen. That's permanency. There's a permanency to that synesthesia.
So,
I
hold on.
watch television and smell everything.
Jay and
Synesthesia, I don't believe it exists.
2 secs. Jay and Izar, can you please meet me in field 21? Max, the word you're looking for is imagination.
Yeah. I've never had it. I've never imagined a smell and then smelt it though.
I thought you were about to say I've never had an imagination
That's
before.
a vivid
No, and
imagination.
imagine it.
Yeah, but you imagine the smell. Jay, 21, please. It's in the other direction.
Yeah. Can we prove that synesthesia exists?
We can't prove lots of
Yeah,
things.
Adam exists.
That is very
that's a
fundamental
man argument. I asked if you can
Definitely
prove
not.
whether
Can you
synesthesia exists.
prove that anything exists from a past?
Well, again, straw man argument. Can you prove that synesthesia exists?
Can you prove anything?
Yes, because it's a medical thing.
Jay, 21.
I was waiting for
It's
you to
brain
stop
science.
bombing about.
Brain science is a magic.
Can you? You can't. So Plato's cave says that you can't prove anything exists, because we can't. We experience everything through nerves and senses. They can be fooled. We cannot be sure of anything. Everything could be fake. We could all be in a simulation. You know, you cannot prove definitively that we're not. Therefore, nothing can be proved definitively. Thank you, Plato.
Well, Descartes would disagree with that.
Descartes, So he wasn't. He's. What did he say again? I
think
am
that's
what
what
I
it
am.
is. No, that's a cartoon character.
Oh,
isn't
it's Popeye the
There,
Sa-
Gasum.
behind.
it? Why?
The other way, Jay.
Was it? I think therefore I am.
Yeah. It was. That was a Red Dwarf bit. And was it Descartes who said, "I am what I am"? He goes, "No, that was
No,
Popeye."
I think
No,
therefore I am.
no, that was Popeye the Sailor Man.
Oh, never mind. Ignore me. I was following the other purple dot that is your tech, Jay.
So I
mind.
believe, and this is only a belief, and we will find out through trial and error very soon, that we can chop down trees and put it in the back of here.
I thought you were going to say something about like reality being real.
Oh yes, I'm going to prove. So, Brett, given that God is infinite, and that the universe is also infinite, would you like any toast?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Would you
Jason,
like some toast?
Brett's too young. How do I get
Waffle?
out? Okay, how do I chainsaw?
Yeah, if this is Red
By
Dwarf,
scrolling.
that's beyond me.
Right click to choose your angle. Move the mouse. No, right click to select angle mode. Move the mouse to choose your angle. And then.
Where's
left
Sai?
click-
We're going to need a Sai.
Oh. Yeah. Well, Rob, I just have one more question. Would you like a bagel?
Yes.
You've just got covered in shit.
I am in
A forklift truck, I hope.
field 15. Where do you want me to go?
Field 21.
Oh, did Max leave, or was he just reading that?
Okay, so I'm pointing in the right direction.
Wait, do we actually have to cut the logs up into proper sizes? Does the game actually do that?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm not going to.
Okay, Rebel.
Yeah. That's.
That's quite a bit more to be harvested.
Oh, yeah, but I'm going to start off with this, and then we're going to see. Where do we sell it?
At the
Cannot chop
sawmill?
up an ant.
At
Oh.
the sawmill. Hey, look, I've gone and sawn some stuff. Would you want it?
No, because now you have to cut it. Oh my god, do we actually have to angle the chainsaw? Because the controls aren't great for this.
Shauka, he was scared by the cave.
The cave was scary.
And Darkstar, 1973,
Plato's Cave,
also went over Plato's Cave in quite a good way. And, you know, The Matrix. I'm glad there's no health and safety element to this game, because Jay is standing where I am chainsawing.
So the neater you cut your logs and the neater you clean up your tree trunks, the more money you get.
Keep jamming everything like it's a bad guy in Doom. Gotcha.
Getting lag.
Sounds like a you issue. I'm fine.
I was just teleporting around a little bit.
I don't know why I've got. I mean, I had no. Usually, when I've got frame drops, that means I've got a clue I've run out of bandwidth, but nothing like that is happening. Okay, this is a lot of manual work through quite a crap control system, isn't it? I vote we get a massive chainsaw on the front of a vehicle,
That is a possibility.
like a big swinging one, like in Carmageddon.
Yeah, that is a thing.
Okay, so I would like you to pick up these tree trunks and put them in the back of the Corvette. Not Corvette, whatever it is. Corvette, wrong game.
You ain't going to pick up those tree trunks. They need to be cut down smaller.
No, these bits here. That's why I've
1
cut.
meter long is the largest that you can pick up.
Well, I've cut everything to what I thought was reasonable, which is about 1.5 meters.
Could
So
you not
brilliant.
Could you not have chopped down balsa?
It's okay, just pick it up. Anyway, so can you pick this up and put it in the back of the Chevy?
This is
This-
the Chevy,
this-
the purple van.
This, yeah. It's not a Chevy.
Oh, the thick one.
I wish you could winch in this game. I'd just like to. See, sometimes I cut stuff and it doesn't break.
Sounds like a you problem.
Sounds like a chainsaw problem. Knowing this game, you probably have to sharpen the chainsaw, oil the chainsaw and sharpen the blades.
How dare this team have complexity?
To be honest, in Red Dead, you could oil your gun. It was such a satisfying animation. It was really, really good. There we go. Physics. How are we doing, Si?
Physics, not physics.
It probably is Physics or Havoc. Hold on. Do you want to get in the vehicle and which button's get in vehicle?
No, I can't get it. It's rolling away from me. It's getting away from me!
Oh no!
Okay, I've stopped it.
Yeah, with the cave stuff, I guess there's the Mary's room experiment. You raise a human that has never been exposed to red light and give them all of literature. Can they deduce what it's like to see red?
I think
And-
is the answer not quite simply no. I can't really deduce what it's like to see infrared.
That's a terrible color choice.
Yeah, but is there like an additional colors that humans like? I could see you is saying it a bit weirdly, but
Not really,
Like
because we like light exists on a spectrum, and we can see all the way through the spectrum. There's no gaps in it because we'd have discovered those gaps by now. And then at one end it drops into infrared, at one end it drops into ultraviolet, and we can't see that far. So if
Yeah, but
if there were gaps,
you-
we would see the gaps.
We have seen the gaps.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But we haven't.
no, that's
In
But did you
colourblind.
mind the gap?
human color space is 3-dimensional, but it could be like 5-dimensional, but we
Right.
have not seen the two
How-
additional
how-
ones.
How is it? It's
Get
one.
off,
How is
Si,
it?
seriously.
It's one dimensional. Where do you get it's 3-dimensional? It's
This
linear.
light is 1-dimensional, but
Like-
humans have 3 kinds of color cells.
Two.
You can see
Rods and
like
cones.
you can see blue and red at the same time, and the shade, like you have various shades of purple if you see red and blue at the same time. That's a
that-
2-dimensional space.
I wouldn't call light one-dimensional, otherwise you wouldn't be able to polarize it, would you?
No, light color is one-dimensional. It is a line between infrared and ultraviolet. This doesn't go off into like anything. Intensity is the brightness.
Yeah, it's just a frequency, yeah.
I would have to check, Shark. I'm pretty sure we don't detect red, green, and blue in that way. We don't have red, green, and blue
We
detecting
have red-
cell.
We are 3 chromats. It's not a 1-to-1, but it's 3-dimensional.
Yeah, we're more sensitive to green, aren't we?
Yeah, but it's not
And
dimensions.
birds see more. They are tetrachromats.
That's because we've got specifically targeted sensors, not because it's one-dimensional.
No, yeah, but a bird probably sees shades that a human brain has never been exposed to, because they don't see ultralight. So any shade that has an ultralight component, like a human brain has not received that kind of input.
Yeah, I completely correct because it's outside of our range of perception.
Just pop forward slightly and I'll try to bring this in.
Yeah, but if
Why don't you take the
Alice
lead?
route, the Mary
Alright,
route,
I'm taking this in.
But my point is there are no gaps in our color spectrum. We're a bit rubbish at about 475, and we're rubbish above 625 and below 400. But there are no gaps along that. The gaps
Well,
gaps are out the end.
yeah. Well, that's how you define it. Like, if you have color that is between green and red, it will excite both of those colors. But there are like forms of color blindness where the green wavelength is like shifted upwards or something. It
Yeah.
makes for greater crosstalk. But their green is like a different green that normal people see. It's of a different wavelength.
How's that?
That's good. I'm trying to work out where I offload it because I don't have any text for some reason. Restaurant, bar.
Zoom in.
Fuck's sake. I zoomed out so I could see it. Oh, sawmill. Okay, sawmill. Right, you guys continue chopping. I'll be back in a second. That's full.
We'll be back in a second.
Wait, if this is all purely profit at this point, I should take to where it sells the most, which is
Oh, the straps! The straps are going out to the side.
Yeah,
That's
they're-
great.
they're-
the
they're
strap system's so good.
They are nice. It's a shame they're not springs.
Visually, I mean. Yeah.
Yes.
But just doing the job that they're meant to do, which is just sort of implying that. Well, the straps help.
Oh no. Can someone come?
If you took a bird's eye
Can I have-
installed into a human brain would you be able to see
You
the
fucking
colors?
donkeys.
Okay,
This
can
isn't
someone
Snow
go?
Runner.
Okay, can someone go and get the forklift truck? And Schalke, yes, because we've done it. We took the ultraviolet coating off of human eyes. You can see ultraviolet. You can see it fine. It's a purpley color. It has been done. It was done. I'm pretty sure it was back in World War One or two, and those people could see more colors than anyone had ever seen before. Then they went blind a few weeks later because the funny thing is, if you take away the ultraviolet protection, it destroys the cones and rods. So yes, they absolutely can. It's been done. It will,
It was fun while it lasted.
it will not be repeated.
I wonder if like. Aren't
That's
they like
a still
doing
different
like,
thing because it's the same kind of color space, even if it's like activates differently.
Yeah, but there is no
Alright,
other
we can
color
turn in
space.
the contract.
Like you could describe any other waveform with the red, green, and blue. Fuck's sake. Sorry, Rob. But yeah, I mean, within the visible light spectrum, humans can see it. It's just more or less a question of taking away the coating in your eyes that stops you seeing it. It's just not a very good idea to. Infrared kind of looks like a dull. I mean, you can more or less see infrared. Eventually, you can't. It just gets outside of your range. But it's just a very dull and boring red color. And then as you go up into purple, it becomes to a purple that effectively makes other stuff blurry because you end up with it more and more being hit by the UV filter in the front of your eyes. But you can take those off. But below infrared and above ultraviolet, it's no longer light. I come up. It's just heat energy at one end, and it's microwave energy at the other one.
Radiation.
It's still electromagnetic radiation.
Yeah, but it's not light. Microwave energy is also electromagnetic radiation, but it's definitely not light.
I thought that light is a synonym for electromagnetic radiation.
Within
Visible light is the thing that humans see, but X-rays are light.
I mean, that means that Wi-Fi is light, which I think I take chagrin to. But yeah, I'd have to look at the definition to be sure.
I mean, it's on the same spectrum, I guess.
Yeah, but everything's on the same spectrum. All radiation is on the same spectrum, but fucking gamma rays are not light. Or are they? I don't know.
I mean, that's just we just don't consider them light because they're not visible to us, right?
No, the visible light spectrum and the spectrum and light, I do not think are synonyms. But I don't... Train! Fuck's sake, you think he'd slow down? Where did we take this shit to, then? Si, can you look on the map? Like, where is the offloady thing? I think it's right in the middle of the railway line.
Should I press collect?
Yes, please.
What am I looking for on the map?
The sawmill. You might just... If you can't see it, zoom in a bit.
Gamma rays apparently, yes, they are a form of light.
Ah, there we go. I stand corrected then.
Gamma rays are a form of light. All light travels in waves and is classified according to its wavelength, the distance between the waves.
So radio waves are actually light rays. See, I don't like that. That makes me angry.
What have we said about things not being true just because they make you angry?
Wait, what?
The light we can see, made up of individual colours of the rainbow, represents only a very small proportion of the electromagnetic spectrum. Other types of light include radio waves, microwaves, infrared radiation, ultraviolet, X-rays, and gamma rays.
Great. So over the last year, I've learned that literally doesn't mean literally, and that radio is made of light. Brilliant. What else am I going to learn?
No, I'm just imagining the little shit that sticks out of like an old radio is like, it just beams light out the end of it.
Well, if you could see those frequencies.
Radio.
So,
Yeah.
Esmir, where do I drop this shit off to? And
The sawmill.
yeah, okay. I'll answer the question again, but I'd like a different answer. Where do I drop this shit off to?
Do the jump. Do the jump.
No. Where do I drop this shit off to?
You're not at the sawmill. You're at the port grain elevator.
Well, I do have... Yes, for fuck's sake, you're completely sacked from being the
It's
navigator.
Up the hill.
Yes, it is. I think Sai's just playing on his Game Boy in the front seat.
I'm reading Wikipedia.
Does that tell me where the sawmill is?
Most of the
So
people
head
on
up that road.
this farm
Yeah,
are
I can see it now. It's just I assumed this yellow arrow was the right one.
Yeah, basically everything on the electromagnetic spectrum is light. It's just we can just consider visible light as light in the traditional sense.
Well, that
It's just semantics,
The
really.
rest is non-visible light.
It's
But we just
probably
don't
less-
tend to call the others light, really. Because
Well,
yeah, it's probably
we-
less wrong to just say that everything on the electromagnetic
Fuck!
spectrum is on the
Fuck.
electromagnetic spectrum.
help.
There's a bloody fence at the end of this pier.
Esmea.
I mean, arguably
Oh,
everything on the
you're not in a
spectrum
vehicle.
should in theory light something up in that sense of the word, but we just can't see it, right?
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I can still drive around. Maybe we're fine.
Well, it depends what you mean. Depends what you mean by light something up. So, like, is it capable of
What's-
energizing
we want to-
particles? Yes.
Dumping the slot into a trailer
Yes.
by
Well,
then.
yes, but it's a wave, right?
Is it capable of lighting up a
Wait,
dark room? Come on your wheels. All right, I'm just going to drive it like this then, apparently.
I mean, it depends if you can see it or not.
Are you saying
There
that
you go,
if there's
there you go.
nobody to hear the
No.
tree fall, then it doesn't make a sound?
No!
If there's
Oh,
no one
so
there
close.
to see the wave wibble, it's not light. Yeah.
Then you've got things that fluoresce in different frequency to
Just right over here.
the frequency that
Yes!
hits them. So,
No!
Nicely done.
like being
Oh my goodness.
struck with ultraviolet light and emitting visible light, or vice versa.
We're here?
That's right.
Right.
You attempt.
And you just walk
How?
up here and press R.
Oh, could you press R, please?
So if blacklight, if blackness
start loading
is an absence of
Right.
light, what's a blacklight then, hey?
A black light is Americans just being terrible.
It's light that you cannot see.
I can see black light.
It's mostly ultraviolet, so
No.
you are seeing the like down
See the
conversion from the
purple
material.
leading off the bulb as well, but not the blacklight itself.
Yeah, so a black light is just the American term for a UV light. And
I know.
UV light is a very vague term. It depends what wavelength you're talking about. We're coming back for more wood.
Under visible light. Gotta go over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have as much of this wood as you
Yeah.
like.
But yeah, the actual UV light you can see, you can't see. All you're seeing is it bouncing off something and losing some energy and dropping down into the visible spectrum you can see. Because I did have a 1 kilowatt UV cannon that I borrowed, and it was weird because if you pointed it at something, it went purple and blurry. You could look at it. It was probably very bad for my eyes, but you couldn't look at it because it made stuff just wibble. Like anything you pointed at just got. It looked like a special effect, like a shader effect applied in real life. It was great.
It's reason it's called UV cannon. Just the image of I'm gonna launch this.
Oh, this was
fucking, uh,
it was possibly 2 feet across, parabolic dish with a 1,000-watt UV bulb in it.
I had a set of camera lenses. There were infrared pass filters and infrared cut filters, so you could do things like you could see through ink stains to the print beneath them, and through thin black clothing and stuff like that.
I guess
We've
the
arrived!
reason
Oh, can I kill Esmea?
well, I guess the way I explain it, Adam, is if you're colorblind to like green, does that mean to you the green isn't a light? You can't have green light.
You would define it as not visible light, but the rest of the world would disagree with you. Yes.
So
I guess
if you're
the
going to
rest-
say
the
that
rest
it's
of-
visible or not visible light, then you've got to say that anything that's not visible light is still light.
Well, if I close my eyes, is nothing visible light?
What about if you close your eyes and draw back the curtain? To see the curtain?
I mean, there's still probably sunlight. There's just not very much. Like you still see the like a tiny bit of light refract off like the inside. of your
Visible
eyelids,
means
right?
you can see it, not that you are seeing it.
Ah.
There's visible light in the other room downstairs in my house, but no one's there to see it.
So is it lighting up the room then?
Why are your lights on downstairs, Rob?
Hey, he'll turn them off. What the fuck?
I do have one question.
Yes.
Do you have a song to sing?
No. So what tools are there? What's next up from a chainsaw? Let's assume we wanna go and buy some tree seeds. I'm sure there's a name for them. And
Tree seeds.
tree seeds.
Acorns.
Okay, they're not all called acorns. What do trees grow from? Acorns. What do sycamores grow from? Also acorns. It's quite awesome watching you.
Saplings.
It's quite awesome watching you guys chainsaw stuff with that brilliant animation and that awesome accurate cut animation, and then you just use your fucking Astroneer powers to carry the log around.
Telekinesis.
Teleco what now?
Telekinesis.
What's that from? I'm not sure I can Google that.
Not from anything. It's
Tele.
just common.
From anything, it
What?
means
No, Teleco what now?
But Adam, is telekinesis a visible kind of light?
Hang
No.
on, are you spouting references without knowing what they're from, and then
Oh yeah, welcome to my world.
you're asking what they're from, so
Yeah.
you're also in the
Okay.
audience for the quiz.
So, Si, you are
You
a
don't know.
you are a gentleman who has watched a lot of stuff on television. It's me. You might know this. So this is something I've watched in the last year. I believe it was a series, and it's not Auntie Donna, and I've checked. In the series, they had a series of skits, and one of them was infomercials, but like weird Cthulhu infomercials with like strange machines that would make meat and stuff. And I don't remember what it is, and I want to watch it again, and I don't know what to search for.
Is this animated or what?
No, it was live action. But I'm,
Is this one division but with PTSD?
no, but it was. I believe it was a skit at the front. It was a longer show, and I believe it was they were fake, obviously, infomercials at the beginning of it, or maybe at the end of it, and I can't remember what it is. And I can't Google fake infomercial because I can't, and surreal infomercial because I just give a great look at these surreal infomercials.
You should try learning the
There's,
Go programming language and googling the word Go.
Adam, there's a great subreddit for this where there's something like on the tip of your tongue. It might even be called tip of my tongue, and it's when you sort of vaguely describe something like that, you go, "What is it?" And then people will chip in. Sometimes Reddit solves it.
Oh,
People are always very grateful. They go, "Yes, that's it. Thank you. It's been killing me." You should post it on there.
I might, if you can tell me what the Reddit's called. So I'm gonna have to go on the internet now
what is
and
it
ask
now?
someone what the Reddit's called.
Yeah.
So,
Find a Reddit subreddit that finds things for you, and then ask it what the red subreddit is that finds things for you.
so between chopping trees down by hand and the £500,000 chainsaw machines, what's the middle step, if there is one?
Attachments.
Getting another job.
Yeah, it's tip of my tongue.
So you buy like a skid loader or a front loader, and you buy an attachment that has the saw thing or the claws or whatever.
Yeah,
It's not as good.
Can we not? I get the problem is that, to my mind, we can actually put quite a lot on the front of a forklift truck, but I'm guessing,
The truck's not stable though.
yeah.
Oh, you mean attachments, or you mean?
No,
It's attachment.
no, the forklift truck. Like the forklift truck, you could tilt it backwards and do that. But yeah, once the Chevy, whatever it's called, is full of wood, it's not very stable.
Well, this grain truck full of wood should be more stable, right?
Yes, I'm a bit curious whether or not I'm going to drive off and it will all fall out, because there's no concept of attaching physics like there is with the trailer, with the Chevy.
Yes, there is. You
Press
just
the lid
put
button.
down the thing.
Does that winch? Does that lock all the physics dead?
Yep.
Oh my god! Someone should describe fucking Sixth Sense. 12 Monkeys, sorry. Like, I just saw the description. I'm like, that's 12 Monkeys. Great. Top hit, 12 Monkeys. Yes. This is an easy quiz.
Well, yeah, because it's only one person that can't remember the thing. Everyone else potentially can.
Because I've got an old track, and I can remember it, and I've never been able to find it out, so I might actually pop it on here.
So, is there a
What track?
root uprooter to get these stumps out?
What? A
De-stumper.
stump grinder?
Yeah, that'll do.
Yes, you put it on the front of a fucking skid loader.
Yeah,
then.
Jay, I can tell you it was a techno-atmospheric track from about 1991, 1992 that had commercial airplay. It featured an atmospheric relaxing tape and was going on about you're on an island and the sand is beneath your toes and the waves going
Enough
across.
description, get humming it.
Yeah, I can't, I'm afraid. Can't remember that bit. I can remember vaguely the lyrics, and then, dolphins swim with you and you meet your perfect partner on the beach.
Yeah, the problem with some of these things is like, how can you be sure it isn't just a dream that you're half remembering?
Oh.
I have this issue every day.
Side, you can deliver the wood. You're all packed up and ready to go.
Oh,
Right.
am I?
You're in the passenger seat, yeah.
Are you implying that it would be boring to analyze DJ's half-remembered dreams?
I am very bad at remembering my dreams.
What dreams?
Right, I can't remember. Haha.
Well, how do you know you're bad at it then? You might have remembered every single one that you've had. You just haven't had that one.
What if you're dreaming right now?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, no.
Dude,
What,
like,
what,
we're
if,
not actually really here.
If this
No,
was a
what-
dream,
no,
I'd do everything I could to wake myself up.
oh.
what if we were? What if we
Well,
were actually
excuse
here,
me, sorry.
but-
Fuck you, Si. If this was a dream, I would make it go on forever because this is the best moment of my life so far. In your face. Oh, it's Brett here. I take it back.
Oh. I'll get my mum then. Hold on, that'll fix.
Way!
Going around myself now. What the fuck?
Where should I take this car?
The sawmill.
But
In
what
place of the last one.
guys, what
Yeah,
if
I
we
don't
were
know
here?
anything about
What if we were here? This is a memory, and we're actually just recounting our life before we die, and this is just us reliving our memories.
Then
Okay, can someone please look up Rocco's Basilisk and understand it? Because I've tried looking for short descriptions of it and they're all a bit long-winded, but once you've heard the theory, it makes you sort of go, ooh.
sorry. I don't know what you said, but I've googled what I think you said, and I now am on RocketJumpNinja.com talking about the Basilisk Ultimate. So what did you say?
Rocco's Basilisk.
Right.
R-O-K-O.
As in modern life.
Warning. Reading this article may commit you to an eternity of suffering and torment.
Yes, that one, you Rob.
On Slate, or was it State.com? I'm not reading it. I can't be
Yeah.
asked. It's one of these thought experiments that has no answer apart from creeping you out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Have you
yes.
noticed that there's some people sitting here working and other people are sitting here just
I think we're full.
Wikipediaing?
I think we're full.
Yeah.
So if the super intelligent AI, we tell it to stop, and it can convince us of anything, and we say stop, and it goes, all right, I've stopped. Then we can never ever believe it. I don't. Okay, you're going to stick us in, and then we'll physics our way.
We've got loads more room in that trailer.
I only if you turn it into sawdust.
No, we're quite a bit more in there.
Little posture. It's so camp.
There's loads of spaces. No point in going with half a load. Wasting fuel.
We look like twins. Go on, look at the front of the car.
Go on internal view. It's quite terrifying how close we are. Hey, where have you gone? There you go. Hey, Rob.
Oh, there's an actual little seat here.
Yeah, it's good. This mod's brilliant. And there's even there's even a cup holder behind you, so I can just put beer in it.
Where's the
Then there isn't a
sawmill?
beer shop.
I'm just here to hang out. Is it on the west? In the west?
It's on the west. It's exactly where we went to last time. In fact, I think this is full. Shall I go and
Can I follow someone?
close cover? Is...
Yeah, it's pretty full.
Okay, follow me. Oh, that's quite steep. Yeah, okay. So you're wrong, and the physics absolutely do not lock when you put the trailer cover down. So I hope you guys are watching.
Only straps. Well,
Okay, yeah, I hope you guys are watching on stream because this has all gone quite spectacularly physics to
Okay
me.
for now.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Jay, you are a fast runner. Press shift left shift Z when you get near his car.
Yeah, forcibly get in like Battlefield.
I did.
It'd be weird if you started saying just mount his car.
So is there? So there's an attachment for the front of this tractor that will help us chop down trees in a more aggressive fashion. Should we get some seeds? Can someone plant more
let me
trees?
look that up.
Could someone plant more trees?
If you hurry up with the tractor so that we can go and get a pallet load, yeah.
Why do can't use the forklift truck? Shortcut.
It's,
I'm thinking that we shouldn't have bought a forklift, but rather a skid steer.
Well, I don't know what any of these words are.
A
So we
skid
can get
steer.
a pallet of saplings. and a
Skid steer would be like a
sapling.
bobcat.
Oh, okay.
Go to hell in the skid steer.
Like a lynx.
Sitting there pushing
Oh,
my
we
bomb.
need a tree planter.
Working.
We need a tree planter for this. We can't just, pick them up and put them in the ground.
Why not? That's how seeds work.
Because we
You
need a
plant
mod for
sapling.
that.
Oh, for fuck's sake, get out of the way.
Things- Sunday drivers.
You can't fucking push it any faster than it's going. It's an AI.
That don't stop you from trying.
Doesn't
Yeah,
stop.
remember, this is a game. We're having fun. Everything's
To
relative.
unload me.
Whoa, baby.
You thought I was
wait.
going to see what seeds were in that seed sower, but I can unload you.
I was going to ask if someone could unload me, but Esme's
doesn't
already here.
It doesn't matter what seeds are in the seed sower. You just push a button to change them.
Yeah, seeds are generic. £5 grand.
Teleportation as well as telekinesis.
Yeah, but
There's no
seeds
limit
are
to your magic
generic.
power.
Is there a... Oh, shit. Sorry, Shalka.
So,
Is there a seed for trees? Or do you need
Yeah,
to do
no.
something?
Park in this area right here.
Yeah, I don't. So how do we plant seeds? How do we plant trees? Sorry, can we use the seeder and just select, acorns or something?
Now
No.
we need a specialized tree seeder.
So next step though is to chop down our trees and make enough money to buy something.
How much do we get for those trees then?
About £6 grand. Right, is that bad? But we're not allowed to chop down random trees. Have we checked?
We've gotten about 8, I think.
We got 9,022 for selling the wood so far. Sold wood 9,022.
So have we double checked we're not allowed to just
Still
start
a bunch of
deforesting
us.
the entire game? Asking for a friend.
I mean, having seen real life, no one's going to stop you deforesting the entire thing, are they?
No, I mean, if you just turn up, imagine if you just turn up at 2 a.m., just cut down a tree and leg it. It's fair, that happens down in the West Country quite a lot. People just steal trees.
We're going the wrong way, is it? I'm pretty sure
In the
we
restaurant, what the fuck?
I'm just a driver.
need to go in a southeasterly direction, old boy.
I'm literally just driving. You can tell me where to go. How about that? Get out of the way.
Isn't there a word for the person who tells the driver where to go?
An
Arsehole.
asshole? Hey! From my point of view, that was perfectly in sync.
So I've just checked the seed sower, and the seed sower can't select tree seeds. So
Is
Look
no
under
tree seed.
forestry equipment.
Jay, you didn't tell me about that curve in the road then.
Have you rolled
Left
it?
3.
It costs
No,
about 26,000.
Head on an AI.
Okay, but we want to chop down trees first, or do we want to plant trees? Because I think our limiting factor is
If-
chopping the trees down.
If you
we
plant,
could actually flatten the field and put trees all over field 21.
Yeah,
Yes, you
but
can.
we can't chop them down quickly, so I don't think that's a very good idea.
No.
There is a type. I mean, if we do poplar trees, then we
No,
can also just
No,
process
no,
those.
we're not doing those. I only want hipster trees, nothing else.
Okay.
right, left, Up.
Poplar.
right,
What? Which?
right.
I forgot
Think.
what it was, mate.
Take the next left side.
No, wrong way, left.
That's it. Continue going left. Go straight past the petrol station.
Hang on a minute.
Do a right and then a left.
Where's that? No, there we go.
No, now you need to do a 180.
90 right. 90 right's fine. 90 right side. 90 right.
What the fuck?
90 degrees to the right.
35 up.
90 degrees clockwise, if you prefer. You've stopped.
That's a right
So many
one.
conflicting instructions. Do you want me to go in this direction or not?
90 degrees to your right.
Can someone?
Line until the
There we
map
go.
covers half the screen, and then read it.
Yeah, just like that, only 90 degrees less.
Well, there's a building in the way.
90 left. After the petrol station. 90 degrees left now.
I really would not like to be following your directions.
Follow the road, just go straight, and you will see us on your left properly. Do not take any junctions. Just follow the straight road straight ahead.
Don't cut.
Don't cut.
Driver's doing a 30 mile an hour in a 15 mile an hour zone. He's doing a left. No, a right. No, he's done a left. No, he's done a right.
That's a junction. That's a junction. You should have carried along the road. But if you turn to your right and go straight, now you should just see us in front of you. It's a shame this map is so
Not
poor.
right in front of you. If you see us right in front of you, steer the other way.
No, I can see side. There he is. Here he comes. It's a shame it doesn't have a better sort of snow runner-y type thing. So are we going to drive back now and go via the shop and do a get down a chopping machine, or do you think we should get a tree planting machine?
Chopping machine. We've got shitloads of trees here. Okay, we've got quite a lot of trees here. We've got hours of trees to cut down here. So let's get a chopping machine.
I propose that we sell skid steer, or sorry, that we sell the
Forklift.
whatever this is,
Forklift.
forklift, and buy a skid steer.
What does the skid steer allow us to do?
Steer and
more
skid at the same
attachments.
time.
Explain to me as if I was 5.
Actually,
You
you
just
know
drop
what?
the
That
log in.
You need to
tractor.
go to the toilet.
We've
You've dropped another log.
could you put the logs in the back, please, Rob? Sorry.
Do you want another biscuit?
Yes, please.
Yeah, we can actually just buy a front loader attachment for the tractor.
Okay, good. But so you're using words and you're assuming that I grew up on a farm, and I kind of did, but I wasn't paying any attention because I was very young. So I don't know what any of these words
you
are.
actually tried looking in
So
the store?
attachment, I understand. Front, I understand. Loader sounds like the fork on a forklift. Is that right?
So like the grabby thing from Mud Runner.
Except that it fits on the front of the thing. If you
Yeah.
played single player at all, because the one I had, there's an attachment that you can, there's an up-down attachment that fits over the kind of bonnet of the tractor,
Well,
and
yeah.
then you can fit attachments onto the top of that. We just lost a log.
Right.
I'm looking right now.
Remember, I do have the fancy controller. I'm happy for something to fit on the front that I can just press. There's a little button to make it work. See, I'm pretty sure that doesn't do anything at all, by the way. I'm 90% sure that doesn't do anything other than put a white...
It might keep water-sensitive crops dry, maybe?
Maybe. It'll also just make the game run slightly slower, that's all.
It stops unloading.
Oh, it means someone can't just put their load into your trailer without your permission.
Right, so I was going to have a go at chopping a tree, and it says you don't have access to this land.
That's the wrong... Oh, there's
Just
a...
look on the map and
Rob, can you
pay
get that,
close
please?
attention. You should see it.
There's a log that
I
fell off
don't
last
see
time.
a point in getting a chopper thingy for, unless if it's one of the big ones that can process the logs.
Yeah, but they're like 500,000.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
I mean,
but
I
what's
can
our-
use a chainsaw and do more than what these attachments do.
So what's our limiting factor here? Is it that we just need a better trailer,
That
or
we can't pick up the big logs. That's our limiting factor right now.
We just have to cut them smaller, right?
So,
Well, we can just buy a front loader attachment. No, we can just buy a front loader attachment for the tractor, which already has
Okay,
the
how much is
installed
that?
thing. Let's see. Either
Worst form ever.
5,400 or 8,000.
What are the
I don't know
differences
what the
between...
difference is between the two.
Well, let's go on the basis that one of them is nearly twice as good as the other, and get that one. If you purchase that,
Oh, I see. Okay, the difference is
yeah.
the difference is that the more expensive one has a longer reach.
Sorry, Rob, can you go and pick up my logs?
You laid a
Would you
log.
like the one with the longer reach?
I would like the one with the longer.
8,000, right?
Yeah.
Instead of 5,000?
That's correct. It's
Just get
8,000.
it.
Yeah, do it. Just spunk our money on forks or whatever they are.
And of course, it has to be in purple.
There's another log, Rob. Yes, please. Incidentally, we do have a combine harvester and a plough not doing anything, and we do have that.
Can't chop my own log on someone else's land.
That sounds like a terrible euphemism. Can you hear my horn, Rob?
Yes, I'm just
So
disappointed
that's,
that I don't
that's
have an
just
air
the thing
horn
that
with me.
does the attachment thing. we have to buy the attachment. A log fork is 800.
Hold on. This
It's
thing's
like nothing.
That's a stump. That's why I can't pick it up.
what's going on?
I'll have to get out of the way. There you go.
Don't drive off. I want to jump up on top and move it around a bit.
That looks good.
No, hold on. Let me just adjust.
That looks
That
good.
should do me.
If you just run over here, Rob, and then sell it, because it's easy for you to do that, because I'm... You know that you running is quicker than me going.
Or you can just teleport to the sawmill.
Yeah, it's creepy when I see your body moving, zipping through the ground.
Okay.
It's even
1,000 for
creepier
that.
watching myself teleport through the ground.
Yeah, it's a bit creepy when that happens.
I wish that Mudrunner had had this mechanic in, along with the getting, like actually chopping down the trees and things would have been really quite cool. Whoa! Got some air.
Nice.
What on
Come
earth
on,
was
press
that?
N to put the roof. Put the lid back on. You don't want water in our trailer.
You should probably swing by the shop so
Oh,
that
yeah,
you can
yeah.
pick up this attachment and the attachment that goes onto that attachment.
Alright.
So apparently we don't have any access to any more of these trees that are here.
Oh.
We've cut all our trees down. So
Are you
we
sure?
actually need-
The ones to the
Yes.
south, I think. Like up the hill, towards the
Some
hill.
There's some on the
The
other
hill.
side of the field, up the
the
hill.
ones that are adjacent to the road are now no longer ours.
Oh, the
But
ones that have
on the
rolled
other-
into the
upper end
road.
of the field, walk
Hello.
away from the road,
Sorry.
over the field, and there should be a couple of trees up there, right?
Esme, do I grab the big thing then the little thing, yeah?
Yep,
Think first,
grab
then
the
little.
big thing, just drive up on this side.
Dump the trailer. You can pick it up later.
It's alright. Remember, I've got a steering wheel with a knob. I can do anything.
You've got a knob.
I've got a knob. Been spinning it around for hours.
Sounds like you might get twisted.
I don't remember what button it is to pick it up.
You.
Yeah, it's nice.
19, the left green one.
Thank you. Do I have to angle it down in order for this to count?
No, you just
No,
need to be
just
behind
have to
it.
get
not-
it somewhere in the vicinity.
Oh.
Not that.
And then press button 19 again?
Yeah, when the prompt comes up.
Prompt me, baby. Awesome.
Awesome.
Now, how do I don't know, I need to...
Lift
See,
it up before you dive into the curb.
Twiddly knob on red light. There you go.
yeah. No,
And
twiddly
to
knob,
Open and close it.
twiddly knob on blue light.
You twist it to open and close the claws.
Yeah, red
Have
lights.
you got twisty knobs for moving things up and down?
Yeah.
It's so much
Yes, we
nicer
do.
than using
It's
N
amazing.
and J and
So,
bollocks
what
like
I've got, Rob, is I have on my right hand, so my left hand's on the steering wheel, my right hand is on a three-dimensional joystick. Up, down, left, right, twist left, twist right. And it has two buttons on it. And one of the buttons switches between moving the camera and moving the attachment. It's brilliant. It really, really, really makes it
that.
feel
A
so cool.
Logitech farming keyboard.
It's the
farming.
heavy equipment controller, yes. And it's
Cool.
awesome. And if I didn't have to record all my controls, I would use it in SnowRunner as well. See, as me, I don't disagree that this is better in a way. However, I feel that the sheer amount of manpower we've got probably outweighs it. Rob, can you get out, please? Thank you.
Yes.
Does this mean I can pick up bigger logs? So, Jay, you don't think any of these logs are valid? Trees, not logs.
Which logs?
Because, like,
Trees can't be cut down.
they should be able to. There's 4 trees there apparently we can cut down. Where Rob
Where are
is.
you looking?
Where Rob is. Field 21 also
See,
extend.
look, a tree falling right now.
Field 21.
Those trees that are going on the map.
Field 21 also extends quite a long way east from where any of you are, and also somewhat west. I believe if anything rolls
The
on,
trees to the
I believe
west
if anything rolls onto the road, you can no longer touch it because it doesn't count as ours.
No, we can.
Yeah,
pick
but
up
you
as
can
long
always
as
just
we can.
push it back onto our land.
Aha.
So west of Izzard, those 4 trees to Heath left
4.
are not harvestable.
Possibly.
No, I've just
That's
tried.
what I was
They-
wondering.
I mean, Jake, go up to one of the trees you say aren't harvestable. Because Sai is now looking at a tree outside of our land. So, Jay, stop. You are at the edge of our. That's the edge of our land. You are standing on the edge of our land now. That's a different field.
Yes, that's what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
That is the last tree. The trees that are here, you're only seeing the stumps
Yes, I
from the ones that we've already cut down.
I get that, but there are plenty of other trees on the land we can get.
Yes, I was saying we can't go any further to the left. We've a limit to the left.
So, Esme, you think this is going to be quicker than just sheer manpower?
Yes.
It's not that it's going to be quicker; it's going to be worth more
Because the big logs can
because
be
we
longer.
can. Yeah, exactly. And we can't pick those up by hand.
Oh my god. Oh.
Keep feeling like a tree's going
Every
to fall on
single
me
one
like
of
a
these-
car.
these logs are long enough to pick up by hand, don't you, Adam?
Yeah, but I was practicing.
They might be a little bit too short. They might just fall through.
So I need someone to chop me a tree down, chop the big logs off, and not make it smaller. Is that what we need to do?
Yeah.
Okay. I shall move around to such a thing. If you guys continue to put your wood in the back of my.
Working on it.
If you would like to disconnect the trailer, we can load the trailer.
Oh, that's. Now what button is that?
The
That
same
one.
name you used for attaching the back.
No, that'll drop the front off. I don't want to do that.
The
Oh, the front fell
G
off.
in the keyboard mode.
You need to change your tool and press 2.
I need to reattach my.
Yeah. Back in a minute.
Hang on. Reattach. Change which tool? Oh, that's button 21, isn't it? Yeah.
I've made a log that's too heavy. Is that what you want?
Yes. How do I?
It's over here.
How do I detach? So 21 is Esme. 21 switches between the front tool and the back tool, doesn't it? Ah, here we go. Right, I've got it.
It's
Turn your
between
torch on.
everything.
Yeah, got it.
This way.
That one.
Try this one for starters.
Okay,
Probably could have been bigger, but you know.
that's what
it'll
she
do
said.
for starters.
Now, how do I angle the ends down? That's that bit. Oh, there we go. Wow, this is quite difficult. And in as true as on a start, it's still easier just to grab the mouse to move the camera.
Right, it's a 2-minute game. Automatic lock in, I'm afraid. Get the log! Get the log! Down a bit! Go down! No, go backwards. Get the log.
So unfortunately, this tree has fallen into the field, and I can't see the logs through the bloody canola.
But I can pick it up.
No, but I can't see what I'm cutting. I can occasionally see the little chainsaw line to show that there's something to cut, but I can't see the thing I'm cutting.
Is it the tree I just dragged down by accident?
No.
If you give me a second.
Up a bit. To me.
To you.
Jay, that bloody torch. Turn it off. Wear the batteries out on your torch.
Perfect.
I
Yeah.
had no idea that was on.
Oh, now I can see the... Forgot about my torch.
I don't know, I've got lights. There. Do you want to come and grab one of the big trees, Rob? I've wrapped it out.
Got some big trees over here. Oh, you're coming. Cool. You forgot to bring the trailer to put them into.
No, I don't need to. No, I can pick up a whole tree in one go. Oh, you chopped the tree down. So the plan is, don't chop the tree into small bits. You don't need me for this. This is the point. I can pick up uncut
Can't pick
trees.
these things up.
Oh.
Well, it's best if we clean up the tree at least.
Yeah, so cut the branches off, but don't cut the trunk. But Rob just kind of butchered it like he's in an episode of Saw.
The only
No, I
thing you
still
need
can't pick these things up though. But all right, I'll
if you
cut this one down then.
if you don't cut the leaves off, you get charged for that. You get a deduction. Other than
I've used a mod that actually, as you're looking at it, it tells you the value of it. And so I was able to see exactly what everything I did to the log did as far as the value. And definitely clean up. And even these limbs, sometimes it can be like too long or too weird.
Ugh, physics.
Why is there a green flashing light around the barn?
Aliens.
or
So
somebody
if you,
set as a
if you chop a given log into
Oh,
two,
wood in the barn, just here.
if you chop a given log into two, does it get fetched the same as if it was whole?
No, I believe not.
No.
A bit like reality, to be honest. Like the longer a piece of wood is, the more useful it is. And you can always make it smaller, but you can't make it bigger, except chipboard, which
So I
doesn't
can't
count.
just give you sawdust that weighs as much as a tree then
No.
and get the same money.
Oh, God, no.
I've got no idea where that log went. I just put a log in the trailer and it just flew off into space.
Do not drop the log on your own cab.
That's
Which is the
of what? What the physics?
It's like a magic trick.
Well, the way I reversed it, it didn't. There's also no lights on it, which also makes it a bit tricksy. Thank you. Oh.
I accepted the bailing mission on field 12, 20.
Stall. I think you should try and get it with.
That's good.
Just got it.
Shall I see how much we're going to get for the wood at the barn?
If you want to stick your wood in the barn, that's entirely up to you.
The barn's really close.
I did a physics. Oh, if it was set, if we can put one in the barn, I mean, it is quite a travel time. We don't have any like
No,
high,
you
we'd have-
can't sell it at the
we don't
barn.
have monorails or anything yet.
Wood at the barn.
The only place that you can sell lumber is at the sawmill.
Oh, is this the wrong kind of wood?
Are you talking about sawdust?
No. I was pissing about and I went to the barn and it said sell wood. And it's flashing a green sign around the barn.
I haven't touched any of the controls yet. Stop detaching.
I guess try it. See what happens.
Let go. I think. There we go. Okay, is that a whole tree there, Esmia?
Yes, it is.
Let's try that. I'm just going to run over Jay because he's in the way, and quite frankly, he deserves it.
Inside of a bunch of bushes. So
That's all right.
I've always been good at
I
being in
think
the
the
bush.
center of mass is right about here.
There we go.
Are you sure that whole tree's going to fit in that trailer?
Nope.
Oh, God's no. This
Next.
thing's like
Wait, do you expect to drive the whole thing here?
10 meters.
So, are you saying I could pick up a whole tree and just drive with one tree in the debris and go and sell it?
Yeah.
Ah.
21 seems ready to harvest.
Of course, that tree is worth about maybe 2,000.
The controls
It's
are
also
hard.
extremely heavy.
The controls are harder than it looks, I promise. I don't know how hard it looks, but it's hard.
I don't think you're
Well-
going to have the power to pick that tree up.
I mean, you're making it look damn nearly impossible. So
Wow, thank you.
You get used to it.
See this tree trunk I'm getting jiggled on? Can you get rid of that one? Wait, Rob, was that you that just sold 1,200 wood?
no,
Yeah.
it's too heavy. You
Ah.
have to get rid of it yourself.
Yeah, it was a bit difficult, but I did. Although 1,000 just for a truckload of wood isn't.
Oh, it was a truckload. So I thought you just carried a single.
No, no.
So I'm still thinking about things I want to put in my game and things I don't. I think this comes under don't. Physics just aren't that. That's not how anything would have just worked then. That just like jiggled and wriggled and then fell off.
I think you'd like the loading and unloading mods that go on the sawmill. They're like a giant crane, you know, like in a shipping yard where you've got the big A-frames.
Yeah, maybe.
Those are really nice.
I mean, so bear in mind, SnowRunner, you know, we just drive up to a place and we just go blonk, 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 put the thing in my trailer. There's a mode, which is entirely optional, where you have to load them in manually. Notice we never do it. We never go, you know, it'll be fun, taking this 1 hour mission and making it 3 hours. Yeah, my point is, SnowRunner already does that and we don't do it. Like, we could.
In real life, you would probably, if you were going to be logging at night like this, you'd buy some floodlights. Can we buy floodlights?
Well, we do have vehicles with headlights.
Yeah, but you wouldn't do that.
Sure.
You'd light the area.
Yeah.
Yep, you got it.
I don't, because I'm too heavy. I need someone to get that. I need to tap the trailer on the back to counterweight.
My God.
I don't have a counterweight.
You shouldn't need a counterweight. The tree is too long. That's what I said. You're not going to be able to pick it up. You're just going to.
Sorry, the
It's not
tree
that
is
it's
too
it's
long,
heavy.
so it's too heavy.
Get the trailer. Get the trailer.
Yeah.
If you attach the trailer, can you then sort of drop the log over your shoulder, as it were, into the trailer?
The forklift thing won't do that.
Thank you, Rob. I'm just going to mush it along. I notice this hasn't got a differential. Come on, game. Allow me to attach.
The hitch is.
If you put the trailer in
here.
front of it up the hill, the steepness of the hill would counteract that because you're already falling backwards.
It's good. I just need to wait for the prompt to appear, that's all.
Well, you're making it worse.
Well,
so
I can't-
It's not going to.
Oh,
No,
well, let me get in that truck. I'll fix the trailer for him.
Adam, you need to stop because you're knocking the trailer over.
Thank you, Mr. Time Traveller from the past. Yeah, you can just put it at a
Yeah.
slightly better angle. It's okay. It's all good.
I think I'm lagging a little bit.
Yeah, it's mean you need to put it so I can more or less reverse straight into it. But I don't have as much control of my vehicle as I would perhaps like. Or we can use Sign as magic forklift, obviously.
I mean, could we not just cut that tree in half?
Well, or we could also just go and buy a counterweight, but we have something here that should hopefully... I might be able to do it from there. Yeah, that's good, that's good. If you drop it there, that looks like I might be able to... So I'm reversing full lock, and the vehicle's not having any of it.
Okay,
It's
let me,
your fault.
let me try and engage.
I think the tree... No, the tree just fell off, so... The front fell off.
The front fell off.
Front fell off.
So, if you want to try and pick it up, and then I'll see if I can stick my forks in the back of you. Oh, you're going to do that?
Yeah, well, I might still need your personal counterbalancing. So because it's a 3-axis joystick, I could theoretically actually do all the axes at once if I was less rubbish.
I didn't like this game before now, but this is quite good. This sort of stuff.
Oh, the physics just went inside out on the front of my machine. Don't have you...
What? How about if I chop a little bit off the end then?
No, the physics just went broken. Like the end of it's gone inside out.
Can you
There
reset
we go.
it?
There we go. I've got it out. Needs a stronger spring. Okay, now I need to lift it up like that. And then up like this. Come on. There we go. See, once it's above my head, it's fine. I feel like, you know those videos of dogs carrying sticks way too big for them?
Yeah.
Excellent. Right. Where are we going? Rob, where's the barn, please?
Bloody hell.
Also, could
Yeah,
someone please
okay,
could someone chop off about a metre from the left of it, please?
That's what I just said. I'll
Yeah.
do that.
Now I've got it up, as it were. Now we're going to
I
counterbalance
would
it.
make it about 2 meters.
Now
Don't have
we'll
access to this
do-
land.
Oh.
Don't have access to this land.
Don't you park the truck under it first so that we haven't got to fuck about trying to lift it back in?
Feel
We
free to
have been fucking around with forestry in this game for a couple days.
Up.
feel free to put
There.
some more logs in the back to make the back of his heavier, by the way. But those headlights are actually supremely helpful. And I realise it's just me being terrible, but every time I try and do anything with this little Hoosman flip, I always spin it in the wrong direction to start with.
That is the most ridiculous branch to put on a forklift, Jay.
That's just a small shrub.
It's bigger
Yeah.
stuff to pick up.
Rob, your feng shui's off a bit there.
My
Yeah.
wife.
Come on. Come on, there we go. Okay, now can someone cut a meter off the other end?
We're going to be left with a little stump.
It's like trying to level a tree, a table leg. But Esmir has assured us it's much easier to do it this way. Or more profitable. Yeah,
No,
that's...
it's
More
worth
profitable.
more, she said.
Possible or better.
Oh, I have to say, though, this little joystick is fabulous for this. Yeah, I'm afraid...
Well, I'd hate to see you do this with lesser controls.
Yeah, I'm afraid this is still too big for us. Can you cut a bit more off the right-hand side? Please. Right, the downy side.
So when you took the piss out of me for cutting that tree up,
I was...
maybe I was right.
Maybe you were right, Rob. Maybe you were.
There's no way to know.
Just trust.
And a bit more. Just stand on it while you cut it. That's safe, right?
No, I got catapulted to the other side of the map.
Yeah, it's going to fall out. Hold on, let me put it down.
My
That
toes.
is a good, like, 8-meter log. It's
God,
that's
I've had
a
one of
good
those
sell
before.
price right there.
Yeah. And
I will
it's
guarantee
taking
that
so
sells
long, we
for a
can
good
grow another tree
over 2,000.
in the time.
Well, we can't. Not yet. See, I understand it's a game and blah, 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 but I would kind of like to see a little centre of mass indicator. Would be quite nice.
I wonder if you can close those forks a little bit better. There you
Yeah.
go.
Okay. Now, am I taking this all the way to the sawmill without dropping it?
I believe there's a button.
Come with me and see if you can sell it at the barn. Because if you can, that'll save you a lot of time.
I believe you can put a button on your controller and it locks the forks onto whatever you're doing.
Is it the red button?
Oh,
Might be.
I don't know.
Like, completely lock the object in the forks, whatever you're doing.
So, Rob,
So
I need
forward,
to.
I think.
Where is the barn? Is that the green flashy?
Yes, it's the green flashy thing
Yeah,
to the
just-
southeast.
It just fell out. I didn't do
If
anything.
you go along the road,
Yeah,
you'll
no,
find yourself going up a windy track, which I recommend again.
No, it fell out.
I don't think it actually locks it to it.
Can I have some light, please?
Rob, can I have the
Yep,
forklift,
just
please?
turning around.
It's all right. I found the headlights button. That helps. Maybe I should just have this in my game, because apparently you don't need any gameplay. You just have it so it takes hours to do anything with this. Okay, this looks like I've got it at a better angle this time. See the tree trunk that's just by the trailer? Does that fit in it?
It's too heavy to lift.
Yeah, it's too heavy for us to lift.
Cut it in half, though. Ah!
It's
Tell
alright.
you what, though, if I park right next to it and as it grabs it,
Okay.
just sticks the forks under it.
Right, follow me.
I'll give it a go.
What the fuck?
Yep, just,
If you just
get
drop
the
it.
forks right under it.
Well, it fell off, but that's not quite the same as me dropping it. I mean, yeah, sort of.
Well, you did.
There you go.
Yeah, see the grabby thing breaks if you give it too much force.
So you're going to have to drive really gently. I think this is possibly useful for loading it in the back of the trailer, not transporting.
I think. Well, I think it's maybe, and we can certainly
Do you want us
try.
to drop that in there?
You're not remotely in the center of that log, Adam. That's going to be hard.
Can you tilt it forward any further?
Nope.
Lift it up and
Yeah,
tilt
see,
it forward.
it just doesn't.
Why don't you detach and just
That's
try and
not
lift
tilting
it
it.
just into the trailer?
No,
Because
it
you've
won't
managed to
tilt
move it
anymore.
about
Lift it.
50 feet.
It won't tilt anymore.
How much is the basic logging trailer?
Ah, so close.
Forestry equipment.
Nice.
Timber runner, 28,000.
What's a timber runner?
It's like a large trailer. 54,000 for a FHL 13AK, which looks like it's a trailer with a built-in grabber.
No, what I'm talking about. One with a drain built in.
Hold on. Did you say a trailer with a built-in grabber that we could put a second person on?
Yes.
Yes.
They're not that great.
Oh, well, don't ruin it for me.
We have spent most of our time just trying to grab one log.
That's all right.
Loading
I mean,
them
it should really only be me grabbing this log. You guys continue on with the making money so we can just buy better tools task. But I can't grab this. Like, if I try now, you can see the finger at the end doesn't. Can you just cut this log in half, and we'll see how that goes.
Hang on, let me try lifting it up first. See if I
Oh,
can
yeah.
lift it up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So-
right. We can get a stump grinder that goes on the back of the tractor.
We have an active baling contract.
I assume that's what Sharkers do.
Hang on.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Hold on. No, I was touching you. There we go.
I'm trying to figure this out, and I was a little confused
Oh,
about
no.
it.
Cool.
Okay.
Have you done baling before?
No.
Okay, so first of all, you need to mow the entire thing.
Then wait for the grass to grow.
You should probably grab it to the other side of me.
Okay.
So
Unfortunately,
first of all, mow with the thing that I've got over here. Then it's hay, so you need to spread it out with the tedder, which is this one, with the spiky legs. And then, and you need to get this front mower over here, so you can mow on the front and mow on the sides. So yeah, start by front attaching this mower over by me, Shalka. What's this?
is his helping side, you think?
this is fine. I think this is how they do it in real. This is how real lumberjacks do it. Oh, you just got that. Nope.
Yeah, and then said, I think this is too heavy. I don't think this crane has a powerful enough spring on that middle finger.
Adam, can I
Yes.
explain to you how this is working?
Okay, no, this is
Very,
a
very
physics
Momax as well.
issue. The top finger is breaking. I can see it jiggling around,
This
and
is-
then it snaps backwards.
This is a design in the game to stop you doing what you are doing.
Right.
Because there is a limit, if you look
Can
in
I
the
touch
code
more?
page, of what that
Now,
can
below
do.
the field.
I understand this.
But rules
If
are,
you've got those attachments, you should be able to relatively efficiently do that.
rules are meant to be broken. I'm trying to. There we go. Disengage.
Yeah,
There,
yeah, I don't know if you saw that. So did you see that on the? I can clip that on the stream. That's physics. That's not gameplay
I've heard
design.
loads of tales of people in this game grabbing whole trees and dragging them to the sawmill.
Dragging them the hard way doesn't mean it's easy.
They make it sound like it's easier than doing anything else.
Yeah.
Sure they do.
Yeah, so what I'm suffering from there is physics. I'm not suffering from the game trying to stop me doing anything. Literally, I'm trying to grab too heavy an object with too weak a spring. Can't do the bit on the stream.
Damn, we've only got one trailer, one tractor.
There you go. You don't need your pincers at all. I've just balanced it on top.
How much are tractors?
Don't I?
Well,
Okay,
they start
look
off
how
at around
you are
100,000
about
and they go up to about 500,000.
Oh. There you go, Jay. You can see it in that clip. You can just see the finger on top just wibble and flit and then just break. So that's not the game.
Is the finger pointing up in the air instead of down?
No, just watch the clip. Just watch the clip. You can see it. It's breaking. The spring isn't strong enough
I know
for what I'm trying
exactly
to
what
pick
he's
up.
talking about. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, I think it may be that a bigger one does, but essentially this is tuned, so it ain't working. Or we're at the limit of the physics accuracy, which is also a possibility.
You cut that log in half and stick both pieces in the trailer. That is within the capabilities of that claw.
Right, but I
Yes, it
I
is.
didn't drop it there because of the lack of capabilities. I dropped it because the physics went wrong, and it happens quite a lot.
So as soon as you moved, the game was like, "No, you ain't doing that." Screw
No,
you."
no. It's because I'm squeezing a spring past its limit
Alright.
point, and it's trying to intersect.
Let me interject, see if I can assist here. Like, the game knows when you, without any tools, can't pick up a log because it's too heavy. It flashes up a thing saying object too heavy.
Does it?
So that would, yeah. So,
Wow.
so that would make a better UI thing. If the game needed you to know that the log was too heavy for the machinery, it could say object too heavy.
So can you
Instead
push
of
my ass down? I
breaking
think
physics.
I might actually get this. This isn't breaking the physics on purpose. It would just go psh and just let go. You don't just rely on the spring not being strong enough. You can see it flicker around. Or so I need my arse downwards. So
Maybe.
I'm thinking it's a combination of all of the things because sometimes using dedicated logging equipment, it derps.
yeah, I mean,
Like you use a claw thing on one of the saws and it will try to grab around a tree and then it'll just fail, even though the tree is perfectly within its size ability to deal with.
Yeah, the issue here is what the game is doing is the game is doing it properly, and physics are not that accurate. They're not that fast. So holding an object by squeezing it between two other objects is the worst possible thing you can do to try and simulate picking something up. You should cheat, attach a little spring, and pretend it's wedged between the two. Oh.
Makes me wonder if when they talk about this stuff being in the base game of the next one, if maybe they're considering cheating.
Yeah, they
Try that again.
should do. Yeah, reverse upside. Put your forks up nice and high.
Yeah, so I'm going to try.
Try not to run me through. Please.
Well, it's tempting.
This is something that has been an issue since FS17 when they bought logging into the game.
Yeah, it's because they're not doing it. Well, they're doing it the way you think it should work, but that's not how physics work in real-time simulations.
Oh, I don't want to do this. Hang on.
I mean, if you want the log cut in half, I'd be happy to oblige.
That might be, but I'm still trying to not. Wait, sorry, is your plan
Yeah,
to go?
it's like plan is to come and try and go
Well-
on top of it.
Rob, is the barn just to the southeast of 22?
Hold on.
I have a green flashy circle there, which is what I'm guessing.
Yes, exactly. But cut across 22, because if you try and go up the road, you'll find yourself winding between trees.
Okay, that would be
Which you don't
bad.
want to do.
So side I can try and pop my tyres. That's perfect. Okay.
I'm looking for a scythe. I want to help. I want to
not heavy
help
enough.
out.
No. Can you lop it in two, please? Actually, Esme, can you actually just lop 2 meters off? So maybe we can do it with the next.
Right.
Like lop 2
The
meters.
You
lock-
don't want it in half?
You've got has
Okay.
got a maximum weight.
Here?
Five.
Oh, don't have access to this land.
Ugh.
Gotta meet the tree first.
Finish, Shauka.
Yeah, I want to move on to the next bit.
Can someone
So
move the forklift
next,
truck? Thank
come
you.
and get this tedder over here, which is the Fanex 604.
Did you get that?
Yeah. The issue here is not that I can't pick it up. The reason I can't pick it up is because it's too heavy. That's why I'm doing wheelies. That's fine. But
Yeah.
they're trying
Right.
to squeeze the hold of physics object in place by just squeezing it, and that's not how you do it.
No. It's
Now,
not.
dry,
I get
drive
frustrated.
around and it'll dry out all of this grass and turn it into hay or something.
Can you chop?
You see, it's
There we go.
going from dark green to light green.
Is there a way to tell how much logs are weighing?
No. Not
With
that
a
one.
mod.
The game knows.
Pick them up.
Which is why it could say,
No.
do you want to just chop it here or right in the middle?
Can you chop? Can you chop like?
Hold a pound of sugar in your left hand and a log in the right hand.
Can you chop
and see
like-
which is
Hang on,
better.
Rob. Just
Can you
here?
chop like 2 meters off the right hand side, like Esmia's
So
side?
to the,
Esmia's side. Stage right.
back here?
Yeah, let's see how it happens there. Eventually you'll cut it, and then
I'd say that gray bit right there.
my tractor will just roll back onto its wheels with a bit of luck. Quite a lot of luck.
Yeah, Jay, what I was saying is that if there's some numerical limit,
There you go.
then the game could just say, no, you're not picking that up.
Well, this is like what they
Which
did.
it does in some mechanics.
Yeah, but
Exactly. That was my point.
okay. But if you were to write this, writing it by tuning a spring to pick up 499 kilos but not 501 is virtually impossible. That's not how you do it, and it's not. It just wouldn't work. So you would do it by just going,
It'd be
"Oh no."
massively inconsistent as well.
Yeah, you just go, "Oh no," and then just let go of the log, which would be fine. But that's not what I'm seeing. What I'm seeing is you can see the physics going, squeeze, 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 resolve, 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 fail.
So basically, they've broken it. At reading, they've broken it intentionally.
No, they haven't broke. No, they haven't broken it. They've just done it in a way that's not numerically stable.
It says here, always try to lift the log by holding it at its centre, or better yet, its centre of mass. If you lift the log from one of its ends, the whole thing may become unbalanced and can flip your loader. Always lift a log that is within the weight capability of the forks in the vehicle that you are using. Failing to do so will cause your forks to break.
Well, that's not happening. What I'm seeing there, when you say forks are breaking, are you saying that someone sat down and wrote, it will make your forks break, and by that they mean the physics become numerically unstable? Or,
Yes.
yeah, that's not the same as breaking, that's just it going wrong. That's not the game
just
saying,
physics
ooh,
breaking,
yeah, yes.
They're just trying to make it word into like role playing.
They're trying to word it as though they've done it intentionally when they haven't.
No, I'm 99.9% sure they have not done that on purpose. It feels like they have, unless you've done physics engines, and there's like that's just I can see what's happening.
Is
And
it just an excuse that they've given us because they can't fix
Oh dear. Okay, I hope you're all watching the stream, as there's a fork at this point. Either this is all going to go brilliantly, or I balls it up entirely. It went brilliantly. Cool. How much was that worth? I didn't pay any attention. Also,
it?
could
That one.
oh wait, no, it didn't work. I still got it. I'm
Maybe the log is outside the area.
but it said
Bizarrely, I had to drive very closely to it, and then I had to get out and sell it whilst I was standing nearby, which is peculiar.
okay. Now I might have a problem. Okay, forklift controls. Forklift. Yeah, Jay, I can't do it when you're watching me.
Shut up.
So the wood has to be in. Oh, can you sell it, Jay?
That's what I've come over here to
Thank
do.
you. Yeah,
Does that make life easier for you?
that does. Yeah, £2,000.
£1,000 for that log. Was that worth it?
Is anything?
Could have made 30 grand off a field in that
Wait a minute.
time.
Oh, DJ, can you attack jump in at the same time? We have 3 passengers in a
I
tractor.
tried. I
It
think so.
depends on the vehicle.
That sucks.
Come back. Let me give it a try.
Just, well, I'm halfway there. Oh, no.
Just slow down. I'll catch up.
I think your top speed is faster than mine anyway.
No, it's not.
Okay, I'll stop.
Not down here.
I have to stop carefully as well. If I brake, it just does that.
So, who's going to fix that? How would you fix it?
I would fix it by, once you have attached the forks around the object you wish to carry, you attach it then with a spring. You don't attach it relying on static friction with a pair of revolute joints holding it in place, because that just doesn't work. It's like when you
Why
are...
have they done this on all the mods as well? Why has nobody put some sort of...
This is the physically correct way. It's just the physics simulation isn't reliable enough to actually make it work.
It's
and
like...
the physics ends up glitching when it's under too much strain.
Yeah.
Should fake it.
You should fake it. Right, so this is the thing. Amateur game developers try and do it properly. Professional game developers fake it. So we had this, a true story time. I was on F1, I don't remember, a whole bunch of them, 2010 through 2016, something like that, I can't remember. A whole bunch of F1 games. And it was the Race Driver Grid engine at its core, but basically we gave it to a third-party studio, Codemasters Birmingham. And they wrote the game. That was all cool. And they got to the point where, we're getting quite close to ship. We're getting within a few months of shipping it. And obviously, it's an F1 game. The AI have to lap at a certain speed. They can't lap too slow. They can't lap too fast. They have to lap, like real F1 cars, which to a degree means you need to have the AI as good as real F1 drivers, which is obviously impossible. So they basically...
Just stop there.
Yeah?
You're not going to get yourself in legal trouble, are you? You are on a stream.
No. Fuck them. What they can do? I haven't been a codie in 10 years.
Libelous.
I won't. So what happened is they got to the point where they came back to us, the Codemasters main studio, saying, we can't get the AI to lap as well. We can't get them corner as well. What can we do? We said, I'll just turn up the rail force. And they're like, oh, we got rid of that. And we're like, right. Did you comment it out or did you get rid of it? Oh, we got rid of it. I'm like, put it back in then. So in Race Driver Grid, instead of trying to accurately create a car with a correct physics model and a correct spring force, and then try and tune a car to go around a corner really well, and then try and get the AI to understand that, what we did is the AI could just cheat and go around the corners as if they were on rails. And the F1 guys, the F1 guys were trying to do it correctly, which is not how it works. You can't do it correctly because you're not that good, the physics engine's not that good, and the AI isn't that good. So we cheat. You can't tell. There's no way you can tell we're cheating. As far as you're concerned, it's perfectly real, but they want to do it correctly and found out the hard way it's just not possible. And that's what they've done here. They've done it correctly, which is... So, the tree cutting machines we get later that grab a whole trunk and, it down the middle and, strip all the branches off.
Yeah.
Right. That is not done by a series of spinning wheels that then apply friction along a tree trunk to move it along. You will cheat. I've seen the trailer. They're obviously cheating. Physics is they're just not that good yet. And one day.
Great neat rows, because this is all about tidying it up to make the baler easier to use.
So, quick hypothetical then, because if you look at the history of computing and games, things were faked more in the past because you didn't have the grunt to do them properly or simulate them accurately. So, do you think in the future then we have enough computing power to sort of do more universal simulation and less faking?
Yeah, so I mentioned this on Heave Ho last night. At certain times, the physics get a bit stretchy. And you can solve this by just simulating your physics 10 times as often, but for 1/10 of the time. The smaller the time step, the more accurate it is. And given that game runs at 2,000 frames a second, there's plenty of scope for running the game quicker. So they could actually improve that there by running the game, 10 times the speed, but 10 times thing. So yeah, you can do. You
If
just
run it with a physical granularity of the plank length and a temporal granularity of the plank time, then it'll probably be completely accurate. Anything else?
Give that a whirl, Adam. That might
Well,
gonna roll.
yeah, the first one, yeah.
Closer to realism, I guess. Yeah, we'd have a more kind of atomic simulation in the future.
A lot of the issue, unfortunately, is
Lovely.
32-bit accuracy is not very good, and there's no 64-bit physics engines, at least not commercial ones I'm aware of. That would help.
Precision, I'd say.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Precision. Yeah.
Lovely joblet.
You say that. I think that's going to go about 6 feet before it falls off.
Not if you come over to where I am and push it over the other way. It might just roll over the side of this brown log that's being an arsehole. Like there's a log in here that's sticking up, but it's too heavy for me to move. Not that log, the one that's on top of that.
Yeah, I'm going to try and just knock that one in. It's like reverse Jenga.
Where is a log I can beat that with?
Oh, of course you
Yes,
can. Yeah. There you go. That one's in.
There you
Yeah, that one's in, and the other one's out.
Right, if you can push the other one in further to push this brown log over that's in the middle, it'll drop down the side and you'll get another log on top of it.
I think I might be able to just. But I can't reach that. Oh, no, I can from this direction.
Yeah, that's. Can you push this brown log towards me a bit on this end?
All the logs are brown, Jay. They're logs.
Not the grey
I've
log.
got work tomorrow, but that's
Okay.
fun. I did the
Yeah.
appeal for the first time. The appeal of the game for the first time today. I didn't really get it before, but
Yeah, it's after yesterday, it's a pleasure to play this game. I enjoyed Heapo, but it's
You
not.
had
It's,
fun.
I had fun, but I had very stressful fun. It's like roller coaster versus a massage.
yeah. See you later.
Bye for now.
Good night.
Because it's SnowRunner tomorrow, which is a halfway house between this and Heave Ho. I am. So the SpaceX launch, Russian SpaceX launch thing isn't in the game yet, is it? That comes out, I guess, when the Steam launch happens.
You should be able to close onto that and draw that towards you because your top bar is longer than your bottom bars. Even if you just pinch it and roll it back. There you go. Open your drawer a little bit. And it should
I'm
roll
trying.
into the back of your thing. No.
I really wish this was
you
forwards.
reverse?
I wish this was forwards kinematics, not this. So I could just go here, and it would just work out the intermediary steps.
It'd be nice if there was a camera on the forks as well, in a better position, so you could actually see what you was doing.
Yeah. How's that?
That's
Back a bit.
pretty good. That should. Can
No,
you lift
wait.
it
What
slightly?
what was that?
Shaka, you need to press B and V to put the thing down. That's it.
See, the thing is, I do this stuff in Unity sometimes just for fun, just make stuff like this. So this is kind of, when I'm buggering about in Unity, you're just doing this. You're just making little physics toys.
Well, there's some of the things that I thought you was going to put in your game was shit like this.
I'm not, possibly. I mean,
it'd be nice to be able to control the crane to load the
yeah,
vehicle.
sure, it would be, but I ain't going to ship it with that. The goal is to ship it with something just magically moves them to the right place.
Yeah.
And then later on, if people, I can then add that. So I need to keep my scope.
If you lift the forks a little, you'll be able to steer.
Yeah, I need to keep my scope. Like I could do everything, but then it would be a 5-year game, and I don't have 5 years to spend on it.
Another Fortress Craft.
Well, no, Fortress Craft didn't take anywhere near 5 years. I worked in it 5 years, but it didn't take.
You should have that. Can you tilt up and release?
See what I mean? So that's not how physics work. The log just slid.
It is just being an arse.
Yeah, Oh, and I don't. This is the thing. This is using it's be Havoc or PhysX, but it's trying to do stuff with the physics engine that you can't do, and it's good enough, I guess. But they could do with essentially very sticky forks. So when you touch something, you don't rely on friction. You actually just attach a spring to it, a stiff spring, or as much stiff as you can get away with.
Is there such a thing as an actual sticky thing without a spring?
No, that's sticky. There's no such thing as sticky. Sticky is a spring that snaps.
I mean, a spring in physics is anything that connects two things. So a hinge or a rotational thing is still a spring, right? It's just constrained on certain axes.
Yeah, literally everything is a spring.
Okay. Can you
So I think we're going to have to use the truck to hand load for Schalke's contract to get the bales to the barn.
The truck filling full of wood. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Well, please hold.
Can you do the opposite of what you just did and swing your arse to the other side to make the log in line with the trailer?
Not really.
Bingo! Right there you go. You're in. You've dropped in between the log and the
Yeah.
side.
Okay. Well, I'll try and clear this net down now, then, Rob. I'm not very confident we're going to make it there with all of our wood intact. Also, my steering wheel is slowly moving its way off. So Logitech have been making steering wheels for what, 20 years? I think by now they would have mastered the art of the clamp because this is crap.
That's
It's
Cytec that did that
Maybe
one.
it's the table.
Oh, this is true. Again, Cytec have been doing it for a long time. You think it would have been a done thing by now?
So did Logitech buy Cytec out, or
Yes.
is Cytec?
Yes.
Oh right, okay.
What else does Cytec make?
Joysticks, steering wheels,
Flight controller.
the X56. And Cytec mice.
They did brilliantly on that one.
Where's the forklift? Are we using it?
No.
I've literally just sat in it.
Ah. So
Yeah,
I think we may have to use the forklift because the bales are too heavy to pick up. So I'm going to have to use the forklift to pick up the bales.
Yeah, you need a bell fork.
Oh.
Which actually we can get a bale fork for the attachment on the tractor,
Mm-hmm.
but we still need somewhere to put the bales.
There are two things on the shop that are related to this mission that I didn't bring to the field.
Ah, that would help.
Still in the shop. That's more like it.
There's I assume this is going to go wrong like SnowRunner because there's just logs all over the place that we've dropped on our mission. I wonder if they time out. Or like
No, they don't.
yeah, so like SnowRunner eventually just comes under a crushing weight of millions and millions of.
That's two bloody bale forks. That's only useful
Wait,
if
did
you've
somebody
got two
buy one?
No, it came
they're
with the
part
mission.
of the contract.
And forward a bit.
I don't know how they work. What do
Bit
you
more.
do with them?
There you go.
There you go. Oh, $6,000.
And I'm in.
It's not too.
18 grand sowing contract out there. Oh my god, there's a 28 grand fertilizing contract.
Well, there isn't because it's midnight.
Yeah, but you have to purchase the fertilizer or
how much?
manufacture it
For the
with
fertilizer.
animals.
I'd like to see how you would fix this, like things that you could do with it.
Well, the thing is, I've tried to do this before, but I tried to do this a decade ago, and it's like, yeah, that doesn't work. You just don't do it like that. You basically when the fork is in, it looks roughly right visually. You then attach a spring to actually do the physics. You don't rely on static friction because it doesn't work. What are those yellow dots on my radar, by the way?
What? They're Schalke's hired equipment.
Ah, cool. Are we?
Not just Schalke,
are we
this
ba-
other equipment.
Are we basically done? Because it is definitely bedtime.
I think we can go to bedtime. I don't know whether this
All right.
mission will fail or what, but
I
don't
assume
feel like
it
this.
No, it won't.
Do we have how many cars?
Oh god, like 6, 7? No, got low. No, We've got 2 tractors. No, we don't. We bought a field instead. But we have
On the right.
We should try and buy another tractor. Because
Yes.
that'll make doing these contracts a lot faster because we can
yes.
double up or triple up on a single contract.
Is there any way we could leave this running at some point during the day just so we can jump on and...
Well, I try not to do that. I try when we do a game that's, like we're playing it from beginning to end. We do everything on the string rather than going, "Hey guys, welcome back. We've killed all 6 bosses and now we've built a massive Tower of Azagor." And people are like, "What?" Huh? But like, I try.
Is that the
I was
the
just...
plants will grow and then they'll rot.
No, they won't.
Why not? You
Because we turned it off.
Because
Yeah.
it's yeah.
Oh yeah. So I'm going to finish off this. I say, if we just quit, it will just quit where we are. Like it will just save the save.
Yep.
So, the Xbox 360 is now as old as the NES was when the PS2 came out. So on that note, I hope you all feel very, very old, and we will come back tomorrow for some messing around in the snow. And just to check, do we have access to the mission, to the rocket launch stuff or not yet? Are we still?
rocket launch stuff.
Yeah, you build a rocket and send it. Well, I didn't mean send it straight. You build a rocket in the new expansion for SnowRunner.
Oh, what? SnowRunner?
Yeah.
When did that come out?
I don't know. Sometimes, Rob, you have to listen to the whole conversation, not just the bit at the end. Is it out yet? Was my question.
Oh,
I know listening's hard, but I believe in you.
I haven't even heard it. I'm surprised about it because I watched their announcements and things.
Hold on. SnowRunner Rocket, maybe? Oh my god. It's not that. Oh my god, it's a whole rocket. I can't wait. That looks amazing. But yeah, as far as I know, you bring all the bits of the rocket there, assemble the rocket, then you've got to take the rocket to the launch pad.
Are you looking at that?
But yeah, that's.
Bugger.
I don't know if that's out yet. I'm assuming it's not.
I don't think that's out yet. Are you sure that's not a mod?
No, I'm not. I'm not sure that's not a mod, but I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure that's just the thing that we deliver in the game.
Oh, it's one of those rockets. Okay.
Why am I not seeing SnowRunner?
Why are you not seeing SnowRunner? I don't know.
Steam?
It's on
It's
Epic.
not out on Steam yet. For another
It's on
like what,
Epic at
20
the moment.
days?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not seeing it then.
Yeah, season
It's
4.
Epic.
So yeah, season 4.
And for some reason, beyond me, I can't remember the name of that rocket.
I believe that's a data mined rocket. I say you start off. I'll put the picture. You start off by delivering the smaller bits.
Yeah. I mean,
And
that's a very specific Russian design, and I can't remember the name of that.
But yeah, I assume you start with that, and I think that's a data mined rocket that people have hacked in. So yeah, awesome. Well, we'll see you tomorrow for doing that, and it is. It doesn't say what rocket it is. Shame. Awesome. Well, we'll see you tomorrow, guys. Nighty night.